All right, guys, welcome back for another edition of Steamfest. I mean, nighttime.
I thought it was Thomas the Tank.
Yeah. Anyway, joining us tonight, the ever beautiful crazy lady.
Thought he was going to say the ever beautiful Gary.
I had him going for a minute. I thought I'd mix things up.
It must be getting steamy in here.
You see, that's not funny. You see Gary blushing over there?
Yeah,
You thought he was getting
a bit teary then. I thought, hello.
Yeah. How are you, Dylan?
Yeah, fantastic.
Yeah. Well, you're married to me. What else could you want? And our good mate on the end, Gary.
How are you?
Good. Very good. Joining us all the way from Sydney, back again.
Yeah.
Corey.
Yeah, it's great to be back. Thanks for the invite and made it on time.
And joining us full time again.
Pugsley.
Back. He's back.
He's back.
Guess who's back?
Pugsley's back. So
Pugsley's
back on a full-time basis. So welcome back.
Thank you. Glad to be back.
No, you got a head for radio.
Thanks, man. Appreciate it.
At least he's faithful.
No, he's good acquisition to good, part of the team. So, and we bounce off each other. Good, have a bit of banter.
So do we call it Corey 1 and Corey 2 or Pugsley and Corey?
Well,
Or Hey You? Hey You.
Do you have a nickname?
Yeah, I do. It's Birdie.
Birdie Beetle.
No, I don't really want to give it away too much on how I got that nickname, but
We'll find out for next week.
Hypnotised and on TV in Martin Place in Sydney.
Been there, done that. What was that dude that did me? I've been hypnotised. Not Martin St. James.
St. Clair?
There is a Martin St. James.
Yeah, no, it wasn't him. It was
It was a hypnotist. That's who it was.
Stephen Spellmaster.
Oh.
No, I had Peter Powers.
And I've been done 3 times.
Yeah.
And I was that stupid. He gave me free tickets to come back to a seminar thing that was for his videos. And yeah.
Well, the last time I remember getting hypnotised, the wife and I, we went to the show.
And got married.
I was already married.
Oh.
Next thing I know, I'm down playing the one-armed bandits, and someone came up and told me, and I had a nice ass.
What was his name?
I was a girl.
Oh.
You thought it was a girl.
Well, I did have a few beers.
Can we call you George?
No.
Okay. All right, moving on anyway. Yes. First up, the NRL news.
Australia is reportedly the front runner to host the 2026 Rugby League World Cup. The event was set to take place in France, but the organisers pulled out for financial reasons.
Yogurt. It's French for yogurt.
Sure. David Fafita was on the fence between the Panthers and the Roosters, but a call from Uncle Nick Politis, however you want to say it, sealed the deal. His contract is reportedly worth $825 per season, and he will also receive a car.
And also, I heard a 12 months free
Rent
on a beachfront mansion, plus. He was all still set to sign with Penrith, and then Uncle Nick rang him and probably said, "Look, mate, I want you to come play for us. I'll give you another $50,000 in the hand."
Is he going to enjoy his footy there at the Roosters?
Don't know. Don't care anymore, to be honest. I say Penrith. Penrith is still looking for someone to beat a Penguin. He's
got to get off the canvas after getting knocked out last week.
Yeah, true. But he was okay at Brisbane, but then he went to Penrith. He became a better player. So, yeah, Tavita Pengai, I reckon Penrith should chase. But, yeah, anyway.
The Titans say they will learn from the Fafita situation and try to avoid contract clauses. Moving forward, we want to get the best process that we can around contracts, says the Titans CEO Steve Mitchell.
Well, I think it's a good move, the Titans, to be honest, because it really wasn't that performant for the Titans.
Nope.
And it frees up $1 million to get some players.
His heart wasn't in it at the Titans, but I bet you it's in it at the Roosters.
Well, his hand is in the pocket, that's for sure.
It is reported that the 10-year contract Tino
Farsui Malawali.
That's him. Signed with the Titans also contains release clauses. The Storm are desperate for him to return to the club. He will be a free agent as of 2026.
Also, the Roosters are interested.
Really?
Well, they're interested in everyone else, so why not?
Yeah, well,
They can fit him under the cap.
Under sombrero.
Sombrero, yeah.
true. The Titans have reportedly identified Sam Walker as a potential signing for the club. They are expected to offer him a contract if he's still available after the November 1 deadline.
I'm not saying he'll go now, but he will go back to Queensland soon. He's even told, well, his father,
Chris.
Chris, has said he wants to return to Queensland, so it's only a matter of time. You can't blame him. He wants to go back to family.
He's playing good footy at the moment.
What team would he probably go to up there? You got the three. You got Cowboys, Broncos, or the
Titans. Titans are offering big money.
That's the best located team, in my opinion.
Yeah, it's near Movie World.
They need a halfback.
The Roosters have reportedly re-signed Daniel Tupou for the 2025 season.
Funny that, miss out on Gay Guy. But, you know, I'll say that too. Good on Dane Gay Guy too for turning down the Roosters. Not many people turn down the Roosters. And I guarantee you, whatever his contract was, he would have had a brown paper bag as well. But he's turned that down to stay with the Knights. So good on him.
Craig Bellamy has offered, as officially announced, he will remain at the Storm as head coach for the 2025 season.
I thought he might have retired.
23 years or something, isn't it?
Yeah, he's good at tennis too.
Oh, yeah, funny. The Knights have re-signed Dane Gagai on a 2-year extension with a mutual option for 2027.
Well, it shows he still wants to be around for, at least 3 years.
Good to see him stay loyal too.
Yeah, good on him. You know what? And I tell you what, a lot of people give him shit, but he's played really good footy.
Yeah, he played the game on the Tigers up at Tamworth. He was pretty good up there.
Except for his goal kicking last week. But apart from that, every other week he's been really good. So, yeah, good on him.
Jerome Hughes has met with Storm executives and assured them he has absolutely no interest in joining the Titans. He wants to re-sign with the Storm and retire at the club.
Good on him. You don't see that very often.
Yep.
Honestly, thought Fisher Harris would have, to be honest. Sorry. But,
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
But, yeah, that's a different story, I suppose. Like, his whole family's Kiwi and they wanted to return home. But, yeah.
I want to return home to New Zealand and I didn't even come from there.
We're going next year. What is it? March?
Gee whiz, bro.
Yeah, going over to see. Oh, he'll be living over there. We might go see fish over there.
They're fishing for fish.
The Eels have reportedly offered Blaze Talagi a 3-year contract extension.
I do believe he's going to test the open market.
They want to give him a good whack of money and get a couple of brown paper bags like the Roosters do because he's too good to let go.
Well, you know what? I was against the whole cheating, but I'm going to say, you know what? The Roosters are doing it, so if your club can do it and get away with it, why the hell not?
Yep.
If the NRL are not going to step in and stop it, everyone else, hell for labour.
Because the Roosters have probably got something over the
Next.
NRL.
Yeah, it's called Uncle Nick. Have you seen Underbelly? They walk out of the cars with the sandwich bags. That's what Volandis and they get a sandwich bag.
Yeah, well, down there in Sydney, where the NRL headquarters is there near Allianz Stadium, you go into where the Fox Studios is there. They got the Roosters training area.
Is that just off? What's that road?
Moore Park
Moore
Drive,
Park.
I think.
Yeah.
Or Anzac Drive.
Oxford Street.
Yeah, is that just off Oxford Street?
You know that, George, wouldn't you?
Oxford Street runs onto that street, but
You been there much?
Oxford Street?
Kicked your wallet down.
Anyway, moving
Last
on.
time I went there was for the Anzac Parade.
Sure,
Anzac
was it the other
Parade.
Was that the Blue Oyster Bar?
No, it wasn't the Oyster Bar. But if you want an invite, I'll send you one your way.
Moving on.
The Rabbitohs are reportedly interested in signing James Tamu for the rest of the 2024 season due to their current injuries.
I thought he retired.
So did he.
You know what? I'd like to see that. I really was a huge fan of James Tamu, and yeah, if he's fit, let him play.
If he's fit.
If he's not, let him play anyway. Can't be.
Okay.
Well, Latrell Mitchell's not, so we'll fit in well.
Yeah, he's fit. He's a fit family. Him and his wife and his kids.
Not
Yeah.
many of us left.
Bring him on.
Yeah.
I like Jimmy. And it showed when he retired the respect he got from the players and the yeah. That was a pretty bit of a tearjerker one. That one. Yeah, I'm moving on.
Michael Cheekham admits he wants to re-sign with the Rabbitohs past this season. Hopefully, I play good footy, and Wayne Bennett likes what he sees.
Is that because no one else has offered him a contract, or
Or he's the only one that wants to play.
sure?
Super League.
So is Wayne going to the Rabbitohs next?
Oh yeah.
Hell yeah. He's already died.
Does a hobby horse have a wooden beggar?
I don't know. You don't know.
I mentioned him further along. So. Junior Barlow on the Eels. Our DNA is still there. If we had a loss because we weren't trying, then it will probably be more frustrating. But the fact that we're right there, right until the end, and the belief is what's carrying us every week, and we just know we're not that far off. Sometimes you need a bit of luck and you need effort to create luck.
They bombed, 10 tries?
That was.
Yeah, it was raining.
8 to 10 tries.
They were absolutely. Yes. To be honest.
Considering the weather, though, they gave it a good crack.
Yeah,
At
but it
one
was-
stage, I thought that they were going to come
It
back.
was only the Dragons.
They played the Broncos.
I was going to say,
Broncos.
wasn't it the
that's right.
Broncos?
Sorry, yeah, wrong one. Yeah.
The Bongos?
What day are you walking at?
Oh, I thought it was still in South
It's
Star.
an abomination.
Yeah, anyway.
Just little things, running through and open the gap. Blaze went boom and blazed. No try.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Nick Politis, whatever, has donated $5 million from his little money box to St. Vincent's Hospital so a family cancer care and research initiative can be established.
The only good thing he's done.
Yeah, good on
Him
him.
or the organisation?
Yeah, well,
Well,
yeah, the organisation, but he's taken the limelight for it. And honestly, I think it's a bit funny that it's been done around all this controversial with the, all these signings. That it's to take the limelight off it. But
yeah.
They'll probably give him 4-point-something million, tax write-off, slip the rest to old mate for feeder.
Yeah, well, it could be for Feeder Hospital.
I reckon when someone does something like that, which is in brackets, when a couple of the other millionaires jump on board and say, okay, we're going to, they got more money than they poke a stick
Oh,
at.
yeah.
Russell Crowe should join.
Yeah, well, there was a
things
thing
like
the other day. Some bloke lost his kid died, and they went to Bali to
Oh,
throw the ashes in the water, and the mother had a heart attack over there as it happened, and she died.
Oh, you're kidding.
his
Excuse me.
wife, yeah.
So they were on the radio, and some bloke from the public come forward, and he donated
10,000.
10,000 or something. But Kyle and Jackie O were sitting there
Oh, yeah.
on quite a hefty nest egg.
Yep.
And they're going, "Oh yeah, it's good on you, mate. Yeah, What did they throw something in? Even okay, here's 10 grand. That's nothing to Kyle Sandilands. That's ashtray money.
Yeah.
That's ashtray money.
Yeah, but he's arrogant.
Yeah, but we just want his money.
Yeah, his money's good, but he's an arrogant person.
Yeah.
Anyway, moving on.
The Queensland government have extended Magic Round until the end of 2026 in a new deal with the NRL.
Well, that's fine. They can have that. But when they decide, they go, "Oh, we want the grand final." Well, no, you can't have both.
And how are they classifying this as a Broncos away game? Tell me that much.
I think they've done
How
it
much
for
time you got?
years.
Yeah.
And what night are the Broncos playing at Magic Round?
Friday, 8 o'clock. What a surprise.
Funny
Do
that,
they actually have a day game at all this year?
One, I think.
Yeah.
Did they win?
Probably not.
Yeah, that was an afternoon. It was against the Dolphins, wasn't it?
It was late hour though, like
yeah, like
5:30.
5:30 or
On
something like that.
Dark.
Anyway,
Hello, darkness,
moving on,
my old friend.
Because you'll see steam coming out of my ears. We obviously won the grand final 3 times and we didn't need night games to get there. Anyway,
But you actually won them at night.
yeah, but
Yeah,
I said
no,
to
no.
get there.
Yeah.
Don't make me cranky.
Sorry.
This is a steamy edition, though.
What are you talking about?
'Cause
You
you
don't know
beat
what
him.
it's yeah.
We were there.
Like-
Not like some of the other teams.
Participants.
Was it not last year, year before? You had 2 teams in the grand final.
And
You
Still
lost both.
we're still in the grand final, mate.
Yeah.
There's always got to be a
Penrith
loser.
can get to the grand final and win it.
Say again?
True.
Yeah, at least Penrith can get to a grand final and win it.
He's talking about them over the Broncos.
Okay.
The New South Wales Blues have reportedly scrapped the navy blue jersey for the 2024 Origin Series.
Oh, what are we
Wow.
doing now? What's it
Sky
doing?
blue.
Oh, yeah, fair enough. Yeah, yeah.
That's news.
Should have stayed there anyway.
That's news.
Did you know?
Yeah. Read it in the paper.
Nobody reads the paper
Do you
anymore,
read papers,
Granddad.
Gaz?
Yeah, he does. Terry does. Well, he listens
On
to the tranny.
toilet. While he's sitting on the toilet.
Well, I'm serving people the survey, but Dan doesn't watch the show.
He does now. Dolphins medical staff are unsure when Tom Flegler will be able to return from nerve damage in his shoulder. It's suggested he might miss the entire Origin series or worse still, be forced into season-ending surgery.
I'd be doing the surgery. That's a risky business.
Yep.
Yeah.
Get better for next year.
Your mate Buzz Rothfield reports former teammates will support Jackson Topany. Is that how you say it?
That'll do.
That'll
In
close
court, it wasn't wrestling, it was humiliation, one player anonymously told News Corp newspapers.
Oh, mate. Seriously. If there's one person you just want to throw a footy at its head or something, it's got to be Buzz Rothfield.
It is reported the ARL wants 2 additional NRL franchises by 2030. It is expected that Team 18 would be a Papua New Guinea side introduced in 2026 or 2027. Team 19 would then be a side based in Perth, possibly a joint bid with the North Sydney Bears.
Apparently, is one of the governments, I'm not sure if it's a PNG or it's Australian government, are going to put 16 million towards the PNG coming in. Better not be Australian government. Sorry, but 16 million could go better elsewhere. No offence, I want to see the PNG come in, and I reckon
100%.
Justin Olam will get out of his contract with whoever he is to captain that side. But, yeah, sorry, you need to back your own. Like, do the Knights get 16 million? Do Penrith get 16 million?
No.
It'd be good to see our neighbours from the north come in. You know, like they've produced so many great athletes.
Oh, it would be, but you can't expect the government to fund it, I don't think. And it would also be, I think the people, a big shout out, because we do have a lot of fans over there in Western Australia, that they deserve a team as well. It's called the National Rugby League, and there's one part of Australia that's not represented.
Exactly.
But when they had the Western Reds in the mid-90s, was that successful?
No, but
Because I know Super League sort of killed that aura.
they've got a massive following over there. And from what we're saying, what I've heard too, if the NRL don't put a team in there soon, a lot of them have said, stick it, we're going to go to AFL because they've had enough.
They do play rugby league over there in WA.
Yeah. And look at when they had the State of Origin that there, how successful it is.
Yeah, that was pretty big.
Anyway, moving on.
The North Sydney Bears are reportedly interested in becoming the Perth Bears.
Yeah, that could work. Sure, see them both come back in, you know. But saying that too, I think maybe, okay, I would like, this is my opinion, I would like North Sydney to come back maybe as the third team because they reckon there'll be another team by 20 whatever, and they come back as the Western Reds. I would like to see it come back. Exact same colours, the black and red that they had, and somehow see if it can work that way somehow. I'd like to see it come back. And saying that too, when the Titans come back in, I reckon they should have come back in. Change it to Titans, that's fine, but it should have come back as the Chargers colours. Remember the colours of the purple,
Yep,
the
yep.
turquoise, and
Yeah.
should have stayed with them colours. That's my opinion.
Wayne Bennett has indicated to Peter V'landys he's interested in coaching a PNG team if they are introduced as the 18th NRL team.
Will we be alive then? Like, realistically? Like, I'm not being smart, but he's getting a fair age. And when's that going to come in? What, 3 years, 4 years?
It's over for me staying here, is there?
I was just thinking he's off to hell soon.
Me? I'm driving the bus.
Is there a seat for me?
Get on board.
You're
on
the
board.
driver, buddy.
Speaking of hell, one of the police officers who investigated the Jack DeBellin case has been charged with perjury. He has allegedly given false evidence under oath, is no longer a part of the police force and will appear in court on the 19th of June.
Was he for the bedsheet or against the bedsheet?
Hopefully fall. Because I can't stand the bloke.
I don't know much about the case.
I know he cheated on his pregnant missus.
He did.
Yeah, that's
Allegedly. Allegedly. Don't sue me.
No, he did.
Allegedly.
He did.
Allegedly, Corey.
What, with you? or-
Allegedly.
Yeah. Yeah, I was there. No,
Then-
but he had his mate with him. Yep.
Yeah, anyway.
Anyway, moving on.
The South Sydney Rabbitohs are reportedly interested in signing Angus Crichton from 2025 onwards. He admits the last he heard, the Roosters wanted to re-sign him, but he's heard nothing since. He has confirmed he is open to any and all offers regarding his future, where he will not rush the decision. I don't want to be sitting behind anyone, he added, as possibly his only stipulation.
I reckon he can go to Penrith for all the players come.
Yeah.
He's in good form.
Looks like
Yeah, but wait, what do the mushrooms dry up? I don't know. Hey, I will say one thing. A lot of people give Cleary stick about it. He's got a longer chin. Did you see Crichton on the weekend?
No, and he's got 3 parts of a finger missing.
No,
Yeah.
his chin.
His chin. That's
There's
like,
a bloke that plays for Storm.
yeah.
He's got a bigger chin than Cleary.
Eric Banana Man. Remember Eric the Banana Man?
I don't like to say it, but steroids does that.
You know what else it does?
Makes you win trophies.
Moving on.
I went, and you went in trophies.
I like mine better, you rude bugger. This one gets my blood boiling. Caitlin Johnston has hit out at trolls. Some of the comments about that were pathetic. It's not about my size. It's what I do on a field that matters. And if you're one of those people, you can go and get...
I'll tell you what, I'll go as far as saying if you're one of those people that
Go
are
and
trolling
front her. Go and straight to her face.
do yourself a favour now and just unsubscribe us. I don't want that part of our show.
Let Caitlin run at you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know? And you tell you what, I'm going to try and get her on the show here one night via Zoom. And I don't know why the Knights have let her go. Honestly, she
100%.
to make her Upton is a sensation. No one's going to deny that. But there's a reason why she's that good too, is because of this girl as well.
But the one
And-
thing I like about the women's league, and especially their game, they spread the talent across all teams. It's not all the talent at one particular team. So
No,
I
Ask
think
the
she's gonna
Roosters.
Roosters say, hold my beer.
Yeah, but that's the men's.
No, it's the women's as well. Who's the captain there? Is it Keely Johnson? Is that right? Or Keely someone?
Of the
Roosters? What's the Roosters?
um,
Oh, I forget her name.
Isabel Kelly,
Yeah, yeah, that's another one. And then you got,
Jessica Surgis.
yeah, and then you got Millie Boyle.
Yeah.
And then you got, there was someone else. Fafita's missus is now going there. So,
And there's no one at Parramatta's.
Elsie Albert.
That's all.
Yeah. And, no, you had another one too. I forget her name.
At least
But-
you've got a team.
But the thing is, see, we had to get rid of Caitlin because we couldn't fit her under the cap.
That
What
worked.
is the cap for the women's NRL?
I don't know, but it just doesn't make sense. And I'll tell you what, I'll go as far as saying it too. Like, I don't give a shit who you are. If you're black, white, green, gay, old,
Why'd you look at me when you said that?
old,
Liar.
Oh, he's looking past you to me.
sexy, or what,
See?
you know.
I called you sexy.
You know, but the thing is, everyone's human, and you don't know what the next person's going through as well. And to say that about her, it's obviously affected her. But why? I'd love to see half these half-witted. I'm sorry, but come out and do a better job. Like, it was disgusting. Some of the shit they said was absolutely disgusting.
Oh, yeah.
And
They're just tough behind a keyboard. That's all it is.
100%.
I went off at some.
Yeah. And I said, one bloke had a go about it, and I said, mate, have you actually seen a play? He goes, nah. Why? I said, you're making a comment over a girl you haven't seen play. He goes, oh, I better go and have a look. I said, maybe you should.
Yeah, someone goes, oh, but they fat shame Latrell Mitchell. I'm like, have you heard Caitlin Johnston fat shame Latrell Mitchell?
That's right.
One wrong. Two wrongs don't make it right.
Anyway, moving on. But, yeah, we won't tolerate that bullshit.
The MRC has taken the hammer, or feather in some cases, to the Roosters. Angus Crichton, tripping, $1,000 fine. Sandon Smith, contact with the kicker's leg, 1 game. Joseph Suali'i, lifting the knee, $1,000 fine. Luke Keary, chicken wing tackle, $1,800 fine.
Can I ask a question?
Absolute horse shit.
Is this how the Roosters afford their players, by getting fines? And
No.
getting money?
But the thing is, if they get fined, they don't have to miss a game. So they got their full squad on each week. The only way you miss a fine is if you call somebody a monkey, and you get 9 weeks.
You got fined too, didn't he?
Yeah, but he got fined, but he got 9 weeks.
Yeah.
But
A chicken wing tackle that took him out.
Yeah, a chicken wing tackle.
That's,
Weren't they,
That's
weren't they sending
against
people
that in
off
the
for
game.
that a few years ago?
That's right. And some trips that were in. Okay, I wasn't sure, but the what's his name from the Tigers that trip, Leo Thompson, and try scoring opportunity didn't get sent to the sin bin, which he should have. Did he get suspended?
No. But he got put on report, didn't he?
Are you talking about, was it Papali'i?
Yes, it was.
He got 1 week.
He got 1
suspension.
week suspension.
So did.
So why didn't this bloke for tripping?
Leo Thompson gets 1 week for looking at the ball
Yeah.
and contesting.
I'm sorry, that is driving me
I
absolutely.
can't say anything about tripping because Jerome Luai did it at the start of the year. He only got a fine. He did 2 incidents in one game.
Okay, yeah, but that
and
was
only got 2
at the
fines.
start, right? And they've probably learned from this. Both happened in the 1 week. Like this one was winning one game, this was winning another. But the match review committee are responsible for every game every week.
Yep.
So why did one get suspended, and now this gets away with it? I'm sorry, but it drives me absolutely crazy. It gets beyond it because how the clubs like Penrith, success. We'll have them. The Roosters getting away with it. We had to offload people because we couldn't afford players, but they can just go, we'll do it. The NRL needs to wake up themselves and do something about it because I'll tell you what, it's driving fans absolutely
Every team has the
bullshit.
same cap for the salary cap, isn't it?
No, every team does, and then there's the Roosters.
So nearly all teams.
Nearly.
It's bullshit. I'm sorry, and it's mate, I need another drink. But the Roosters can do what they want, and it's showing favouritism by the NRL. And if they say no, there's not, please explain that. Explain how one person in the same week can get away with a fine, and it's happens to be their halfback and their chief playmaker. They got away with a fine with a chicken wing, and another one got away with a fine for the exact same trip, but another bloke gets a week.
Okay, when Dom Young got sent off, I think it was fighting or something, or the high tackle or something, I can't remember.
High tackle.
Where
did
they
he get
ripped his
suspended
jersey.
for that, or did he just
He did,
get fined?
He got 2 weeks.
So,
That's all you remember.
When they ripped
about
his
it.
when
That's
they
all
ripped
you
his
remember.
I like dad bods. When they ripped his jersey, is that the game you're talking about? Yeah, he got suspended. And
She said dad, not
Is-
granddad.
is it just me, or every time you hear that chicken wing, that song goes, yeah, chicken wing, hot dog and bologna,
No.
chicken and macaroni.
But it will
you know the
now.
words?
Yeah, we got a
Because-
There's
daughter.
a dance.
We got a 9-year-old daughter, remember?
Yeah, I've had one of them too. They grow
What, a
up.
chicken wing or?
I tried to have chicken wings for dinner.
a daughter.
Oh.
My daughter's
But
15 and got
the
the
actual-
to the south.
The actual chicken wing tackle is wrong.
Oh, yeah.
100%.
It put him out. He was stuffed. They showed at half time. They had to strap him up and everything, and they're
He's
just
out
getting
now.
away with it. Anyway, move on because I'm going to lose it.
Steam coming out.
I think you already have.
Oh,
Mitch Moses is reportedly firming to play halfback for the New South Wales Blues. His halves partner at 5'8" is between Luke Keary, Nico Hines, and Jerome Luai. Leave Luai alone.
leave Luai alone. No.
I will.
Well, Luke Keary, he's retiring at the end of the
Yeah,
year.
so give him a send-off. Happy
I'll
with
send
that.
him off now. It should be Luai.
But he's a rooster, so
Who cares? It should be.
Nico Hines,
it'll be-
Luai, and the halves.
it'll be Nico.
They're the best two in the moment.
It should be.
They're out.
To be honest, no disrespect to Mitchell Moses because he's a great player. But if he's not back this week, it can't be him because he's not going to have match fitness.
Mm.
Game 2? Yeah.
He's supposed to be back this week, isn't he?
No,
Yeah.
he's not now.
Well, he wasn't named?
Already's been still ruled out.
how far is Origin away? My birthday.
3 weeks, something like that. I mean, he needs to start and soon. He's a great player and he's showed he can be there and do it. But I don't know how they can't say Luai is not going to be a definite for starter. He has to be.
They
He-
can have Luai next year when he's at the Tigers.
No, but he has to be. Luai's been playing great, and Luai brings that niggle that you need in Origin. And he's going to get in Reece Walsh's ear.
Not without Cleary.
Okay, well, he's injured too. But
We can always stick a bit extra on Mitch Moses' chin.
And a bit tall. A bit more
tall.
Would he
tall.
still get? Would Luai still get that bit of aggro he gets when he's playing alongside Cleary? If like someone like Nico Hines,
100% he will. 100% he will. So I was saying Gamble. If Gamble wasn't at Newcastle, would he still have that mongrel?
Yep.
100% he will.
will. At Brisbane.
100%. And he's still got it at Knights. Yeah,
Thanks, Brisbane.
move on.
The NRL is investigating whether Latrell Mitchell and Cody Walker, excuse me. Okay, I'll try again. The NRL is investigating whether Latrell Mitchell and Cody Walker were the subject of racial abuse during the Rabbitohs' loss to the Dragons at Kogarah on Saturday night. The sport's governing body was made aware of the allegations on Sunday afternoon. The NRL Integrity Unit is aware of the allegations. The NRL takes these allegations seriously and is looking into them as a matter of priority, an NRL spokesperson said.
I don't know if it
I
was
don't
said or
care
not.
what
Well-
who you support.
No.
Yeah.
If you want to go to a rugby league game and yell out to the Indigenous Australians or the Kiwis or whoever, wherever they're from, and be racist, we don't want you as a fan of this game.
I mean,
Simple as that.
you can go and give your team stick without being racist.
Yep.
I'm not sure where it came from, but apparently Latrell and Cody didn't hear it.
There you
Well,
go.
apparently, see, I'm a follower of the St George sort of website, and there was talk on that, and it come from one person. Everybody around it was very like everyone was just laughing. So they won't exactly name the name, but
So it's someone definitely.
someone has definitely
Really?
said something.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, you know what? Name and shame him.
Yeah.
Name and shame him.
Yep.
Because
And if
there's
they're a member,
What-
rip up their membership.
no, even if they're not a member, give them a life ban.
We don't know. They won't exactly tell you in detail what was said, but there was some garbage being thrown at them.
That's insane. This
Yeah,
day and age, and people are still
Didn't they learn from the Spencer Lino case?
clearly not.
The
Oh.
I used to go and watch the Speedway years ago, and I used to love watching the Yankees race. And people would be sitting on the hill, go home, you Yankee. I said, you just paid to come and watch them.
Yeah, that's right.
Yankees don't care.
Anyway.
is.
It's wrong.
All allegedly here, remember?
Yeah, true. And this is a long one, but I'm going to try and cut it down. The NRL has opened an investigation into whether Newcastle has breached the salary cap due to a third-party deal involving superstar Kalen Ponga. So he had a third-party deal, and apparently they didn't pay up. So they're talking about the Knights paying Kalen for that.
Not a chance
Isn't
in
the
the world.
$1.4 million enough that he gets?
I'm
from the
sorry,
Knights?
I'm
Let's just call it.
I was watching 100% footy on Channel 9 at the end, after the games this weekend, and it was brought up on that. And I'm pretty sure I'm quoting the words correctly off Phil Gould, one of the best rugby league minds in front of the camera and in the game. If it's a registered third-party deal,
If the NRL signed off on it, it's got nothing to do with the Knights.
and that sponsor.
I don't even know.
Exactly.
Like, I get, and I understand Andre wanting the best for his boy. Anyone would, so I'll take that out. But what's he doing going to the NRL and whinging about the Knights? It's between his management and the third party.
Yep.
So, which is him, he's his management, he needs to go to this place. And if Kalen's done the work for that sponsorship mob, he's entitled to be paid.
That was for the 2022 season, wasn't it, Kylie?
It doesn't say, but I think you're right.
But
That was the year he went to America with all the head injuries, wasn't it?
that was the year before, wasn't it? 2022, it's 2024.
Yeah, that's what he said. 2022. Yeah.
That's when he was out for most of the season with the HIA.
It was last year he was out all the wasn't it?
No, it was the year before because they had the 10 game winning streak.
Leichhardt Oval.
All right, well, either way, but they've got it's the management. It's got nothing to do with the Knights. NRL signed it off, so there's no salary cap issue with the Knights. I'm sorry, Andre, you're a good bloke, but you've just caused a lot of heartache to the Knights that wasn't needed. That's between management and I don't think Nike are going to like this because Nike is his big sponsor as well. I'm not saying it is true, but maybe it's one of the local car mobs. He's not getting the car off that which is a local Cessnock mob, I believe. But it's got nothing to do with the Knights.
That
So,
much money going by your own car.
But it's got nothing to do with the Knights. It's just caused a storm in a team cut that we didn't need.
Yep.
But, I mean, if he's owed this, Kalen, 100%. I mean, Kalen should probably come out and say, okay, I wish Kalen would come out and say, look, I've been rorted, yeah. And naughty and nice and not paying up sponsorship that they owe me. You know what I mean?
Well, with this being said, should all third-party arrangements be made public?
100%. Everyone's books should be. But then they'll do a storm. There's the books and there's
2 sets of
no books. Anyway,
That's it anyway.
that is our extended NRL news this week. So we're going to take a short break and we'll be back shortly. All right, guys, welcome back, and it's time that for the week that was with Elliot. How are you, buddy?
Yeah, doing well. How are you guys?
Yeah, not too bad, mate. Not too bad. Always good when you come off a win, eh?
Yeah, 3 straight always feels pretty good too.
Yeah, it does, mate. Absolutely.
You classify the loss of Gamble a win.
Oh, but did you have to go there?
Well,
Hey, I'm with you. Nathan Cleary.
Yeah, true.
yeah. It was a hell of a weekend for halves across the competition, actually. It was, I don't think I've ever seen a round decimated by injuries like that one.
No, very terrible. We'll get into that in a minute, but first one, mate, the Dolphins, 30. When done the Eagles, 24.
Yeah, they just keep finding a way, and it's a Wayne Bennett coach team, isn't it? You go back to the Dragons of 2010, quite often you look at that team on paper compared to some of the other star-studded rosters and you think they'd no chance, but they'd stay in the fight for 70 minutes and nab it at the death, and this Dolphin side's, it's doing enough, and you'd expect them to go and beat the Tigers this weekend too, and I don't know if any of us had on our bingo card them in the top 4 after 10 rounds of the competition.
Yeah, I certainly didn't have them in the top 4, that's for sure. But yeah, just goes to show anything can happen, doesn't it?
Yeah, and Manly on the other side of it got a bit to address. They go to sleep for 15, 20-minute patches of games, and it's killing them at the moment. They can miss Tommy Turbo this week against Brisbane too. Yeah, I don't give them much of a chance this week.
No, unfortunately, but in saying that, some good performances coming out of the Dolphins of late. I won't say young because he's not young, but the fullback, what's his name?
Joe Fuller.
That's him. Absolute sensation, isn't he?
Yeah, I was gutted for him to be dropped this week, but he they didn't have much choice with the Hammer coming back and the form of their centres. But it just shows you're never too old to make your debut. He's 27 and he's been killing it when he's been given the chance.
I know Hammer's the Hammer, and he's you've got to fit him in somewhere. But when someone's playing that good of football, I don't believe they should be dropped. Like Hammer's been out how many weeks now?
Yeah, I don't know where you fit him in that team. I understand that as well, but I don't know where. Their wingers have been good. Their centres are way too good to drop at the moment. He's probably not an out and out 14, so it's just one of those things where it's good depth for them at the moment.
Yeah, good point. But do you see someone else that's maybe struggling for a fullback, maybe even like the Gold Coast Titans knocking on his door later on saying, hey, we've got a spot for you? I mean,
maybe not the Titans, just with Jaden Campbell and Keanu Kinney still at the club with Brimson there too, but he's certainly good enough to play fullback at a number of clubs across the competition. You look at a team like the Bulldogs, probably a fullback and a 7 short of being a really good team at the moment. You never know. That's a phone call they could make.
Ooh, 100%. Mate, moving on to Friday night, 16-10, the Penny Panthers over the Bulldogs.
Yeah, I felt a bit gutted for some of the Bulldogs fans because at the end of it, what you saw glimpses of during the game is that they were good enough that night to compete with Penrith, but just not quite clinical enough. Obviously the huge story is Nathan Cleary out is devastating for Penrith fans, New South Wales fans, and just fans of rugby league just to see something like that happen. So, I was pretty gutted for him too. But Penrith do what they do, and they find a way.
Yeah, I'll tell you one thing that was a really good part at the end of the match when Critter come over and got his godson, I believe, To'o's little boy, which is his godson.
Yeah,
I mean that was just a moment. That's so awesome. Like we know they're best of friends, but it's still. I know it was just a moment where I thought that was just gold, pure gold, and that's what the game's about to me.
No, they're all still family. A lot of them left, yes, but what they created before they left was outstanding. So. They got bonds for life, those guys.
100%. But the Bulldogs are coming good, like you said. There's showing some real good patches. Like you said, they get a decent half and a decent fullback, so to speak. I think you'll start seeing the Bulldogs really giving a good crack. But I still think Chad Townsend would be a perfect fit for that puzzle there. I think. No,
I don't disagree with you. And as you know, Chad's off contract end of this year, so. whether the Cowboys decide to keep him around for another 12 months or whether they offer and he'd rather go elsewhere, I don't know at this stage. But, there are a few decisions to be made there, but I think he'd be a good fit.
100%. Panthers missed out on David Fafita.
I would have thought for all money that when their name was in the mix, that's where he would have ended up. But, the Roosters do what they do and they get their man, which is, I don't know how it all fits into one piece of the puzzle next year with Angus Crichton if he's going to stay and that kind of thing. But certainly a pretty impressive weapon to pick up is David Fafita.
Anyone on the radar that you know of that Penrith could be looking at?
Not that I mean, what would make sense is someone like a Nat Butcher or a Sicily Chupanur or one of those edge back rowers that you wouldn't think will start at that club next year that are absolutely, still quality players. But look at the former Luke Garner over the last 2 or 3 weeks. With Sorensen out, he's finally clicked the way that I think a lot of Tigers fans back in the day hoped he might. He's been really good.
Him and Lindsay Smith, I think, are not really getting the raps that they should. Really setting that. You got your Guns and Fish and Leota, but when they come off, they're not losing anything with these other two coming on.
No, that's the Penrith system, isn't it? Like even your Leon Henry, he's making a difference when he comes on the field. Matt Eisenhuth doesn't get many games these days, but when he does, he makes a difference. They're not short of depth. The Panthers, I think they'll be okay despite losing some more at the end of the year.
Here's another one that I'll throw into the mix where was at Penrith for 12 months, well, not even, and went really well, and it's looking for a club, would Tavita Pangai. Yeah,
I don't disagree with you. If he's to get the best out of his footy, I'd hope he'd either go to Melbourne or Penrith. And I could see him succeeding at both. But, I agree. When he played footy for Penrith, I actually thought he fit their system really well and just did his role, which is something that he probably wasn't known for doing in other clubs. He'd force an offload or try and do too much, whereas Cleary had him coached in a way that, he didn't overplay his hand.
Yeah, so the way I'm looking at it too is you could probably nearly get Tavita and then have a little bit of money for Luke Garner as well. So you could end the price that you're going to get Fafita, because... I don't disagree with that either. But I do at the end of the day think Fafita's a good get for the Roosters. I think he's a great get. People like to say all kinds of things about him, not being worth $1 million or whatever, but he's never going to cause you a drama off the field. He has an X factor that maybe 10 to 15 players in the competition have absolute max, and I think he's a good buy for him. 100%, he would have fit in good at Penrith too, but because they haven't.
Yep.
I looking at Plan B that could fill those gaps. But anyone that you would like to see at Penrith, Crazy Lady, other than Leo Thompson, because you're not getting him?
Oh yeah, did you see Greg Marju in a Penrith jersey?
Yeah, did you just happen to see that?
He'd be great with To'o.
Yeah, I mean, he would go well, but you can't have him.
Yes, that's what we said to him. And Kylie was staring him up at the game last week and said, "You're going to look good in black."
Anyway, I know you'd love to talk about Penrith all day, but we should move on.
Yeah. Anyway, moving on to the Eels. 14 went down to, the Broncos, 30. I thought the Broncos would have put more on them, to be honest.
I don't think Parramatta played particularly badly, and we saw a bit of maybe a potential conundrum arising with Blaze Talangi. That's the first taste we got of him at fullback. Outside of misjudging one bomb, he was electric. And they've got the option of, when Gutho comes back, is this a chance to move him to the centres, which is something that's been spoken about for a while.
Well, apparently he's testing the open market, I hear. So,
yep.
If you're Cameron Cialdo and you got a little bit of money to play with, do you chase this fella to fit in your one? I mean, I know.
Yeah, definitely worth a conversation. I kind of like the idea of Cialdo maybe chasing a bit of experience to go with the youth he's got at the club. But in saying that, I think you definitely have the conversation with the kid because he's very talented.
I hope he gets laryngitis at the time and doesn't.
Well, look, honestly, even as a neutral, I'd like to see him stay at Para because Gutho, they even said with the injuries he's carried, it's going to make sense for him for at some stage to move out to edge out to the centres. So that might be a good fit for all. And he's a good story, Blaze. And yeah, I'd like to see him stay.
I'd like to see him stay and Parramatta go good because I'm sick of seeing Gary kick stones around the studio.
Poor
No,
guy.
it happens to us
They
all,
bombed
guys.
too many tries on the weekend. Otherwise, they would have gave him a good shake.
I mean, they're going to come good too. Like they're missing any player that's missing their number one playmaker. Hey Penrith, or even the Knights with Kalen, they're going to struggle at a little bit. So they're going to. Yes, we've won 3 in a row,
I haven't
but
seen the Knights struggle yet.
but my point is your whole attack's going to change and it's going to take. But there's some quality players on that team, and like you said, you're going to get Guffo back soon, and yous will be fine. Yous will come good, guys.
We won't make the top 8.
No, I didn't say that.
Next year.
Anyway, moving on, mate. West Tigers 14 went down to the Mighty Knights 20. And before you go any further, we've had quite a few viewers asking the question, and I said I'd ask you. Leo Thompson's brother, will he be here this year, and what kind of deal is he going to be on?
Look, there's still conversation that he'll be the one to fill that last roster spot before the June 30 deadline. What kind of deal? It won't be huge money. I expect it to be less than that sort of 450 mark. But if I had to, at the moment, if I had to make a call, I'd say yes, he'll be here in the next 6 weeks. But in saying that, I tip for Feeder to go to Penrith. So I have been wrong many times before.
Would it be a train and trial kind of deal?
No, I'd expect him to sign a couple of years at least.
Okay, cool. No worries.
What happens if he comes to Penrith instead?
Not going to happen.
We've got some money.
I think if pigs fly, Kylie, I don't think that's happening.
A little thing called brother wants to play together. Leo's not going anywhere.
The May brothers don't play together.
Yeah, but that's him. This is Leo. We give him shirts. We give him merch. He's not going nowhere.
Okay.
Yeah, if his brother comes to the NRL, it'll be in Newcastle. I'm confident in saying that.
Awesome. There'll be a couple of fans this week very happy of that, and one in particular on the panel.
Got to laugh if he went somewhere else.
No, we would not.
We'll have to do a new T-shirt. The Beats.
Anyway, sorry.
We'll have to do a new T-shirt. The Beats Brothers.
Yeah, the old Bash brothers because they're Penrith.
No,
Yeah,
the Beast brothers. What he just said.
The Beast Brothers is good.
I'm getting filthy over here at the moment, but anyway. Knights travelled to Scully Park, I believe, and Tamworth, and quite a good crowd.
Yep. Yeah, and then a pretty good Newcastle contingent as well. Masters of the rain in Newcastle at the moment. They've been really good in the wet, and the way they weathered that storm was good. The Tigers started faster, obviously scored first, but I think that the biggest part of the game was outside of Brody Jones' try-saving tackle was the Gagai grubber for Tuala, I think it was, right on half-time. That swung momentum, but the Brody Jones tackle, hang that in the Coliseum somewhere. That was incredible.
Mate, I tell you what, he's the most humblest bloke. Straight after game, every game, I message Broads, like congratulate him or whatever, or try to lift his spirits if he didn't have a good game. And I said, mate, that was sensational. And he's like, oh yeah, thanks. Like, that's just Broads, like he doesn't but that was unreal. Like even Tyson Gamble put up on this week too. The big bloke's got a motor on him or got some wheels on him, and that just shows to me. I reckon seriously, if the Knights don't offer Brody a contract this year and he keeps playing this form, there'll be clubs lining up for him.
Well, he's made a bit of a shift this year too, because he's gone from being an edge-back rower that occasionally plays in the middle to an out-and-out ball-playing lock, and it's worked for him in Reggie's. And when he's come off the bench, I thought he had a couple of runs even on the weekend where he bent the line back. So, I think he's starting to find his best footy.
I hope he stays at Newcastle. I really do. I really, I've got a lot of time for praise, but
I don't want to see a Luke Yates 2.0 where you can see, there's something in this kid, and we lose him to a Super League, and we see what Luke's going over to achieve over there.
I mean, this is purely off what I'm saying here. It's got nothing to do with Kylie or nothing. It's just for Brody to develop as a player. If we can't keep him in red and blue, I'd like to see Brody go to the Storm or Penrith.
He'd be good.
Yeah, well, I mean, we saw what happened to Josh King when he did that. He's been outstanding. So, yeah, look, if he doesn't get re-signed by Newcastle, I would expect at least a couple of NRL clubs to come calling, and if not, there'll be a Super League deal that'll be worth its weight in gold for him. So,
I tell you what, he's one of the nicest blokes you'll ever meet in rugby league, Brody Jones. So, anyway, moving on. The Knights played some good footy, 3 in a row, so we've got to be happy with that, mate.
yeah, and then they played some good footy, but they played some pretty average footy. But the biggest thing is 3 in a row. It's that's all that matters at the moment is finding ways to win.
And Bradman Best playing some good footy.
Oh, he's been outstanding. I think you can fit him for New South Wales jersey now, to be honest, alongside Stephen Crichton. I really do.
Yeah, I like that combination. Marju, his alliance is Samoa.
Samoa, I think, is he born in New Zealand, but his family's been on the Gold Coast, so I know we can't fit him in a New South Wales jersey. I know that much.
I was going to say, imagine him on one wing and Tuttle on the other.
Yeah, it would be nice, but no, it wouldn't even shock me if he was a Queensland fan, as much as it pains me to say it.
Oh, well, give us a couple of weeks and we'll get back to you on that one.
Yeah, you get into him.
We will. We hit him up last week and we said, mate, next time you score 2 tries, we want to see the backflip. And he goes, mate, I'm trying, but they won't give me the ball, so we're trying for the backflip.
Well, he got 1 on the weekend, so he's getting there.
Absolute champion of the game too. But anyway, moving on. Corey, your drag queens, 28 over the Bunnies, 14.
Yeah, didn't play very well, but they got the job done in the end.
Yeah,
how do you rate Latrell's return, mate?
He wasn't as busy as I thought he would be. Out of 10, well, I think he'd go on to say probably a 4 or a 5. When he was involved in attack, he looked good, but he was relatively quiet. I think too, I don't want to do the pylon on Latrell because so many people do, but he isn't your fullback that's going to have. He's not Dylan Edwards, so he's not going to have 20 carries of the footy each game, whatever. But I think he'll still want to find that happy medium of, okay, maybe not 20 carries, but 10, 11, 12 is probably reasonable and a bit more involvement in attack. But look, he was a little bit short of a gallop, but he's the kind of bloke I'm never going to write off. We've seen what he's done in the Origin arena for New South Wales and all that kind of thing. I like him as a bloke, away from all the cameras and all that kind of thing. You sit down with him one-on-one, he's lovely. What he does in the communities is outstanding. So, yeah, whilst he didn't have his best game, I don't think the pylon's necessarily fair.
Is it time for him to positional change into the centres, maybe?
Oh, I could see a world where that happens, yeah. But in saying that, if Wayne comes along, Wayne might find the way to get the best out of him.
Yeah,
so.
True. Wayne seems to get the best out of anyone, doesn't he?
Would you think about swapping him and Jack Whiten? Jack Whiten back?
No, I think Jack Whiten's wasted there, to be honest, personally. I would like to see Jack Whiten up at the 5'8".
Where you put Cody Walker?
Maybe halfback.
Okay.
Do you see that could work possibly?
Yeah, I know not many clubs are a fan of the 2 left-footed kickers. It's not the end of the world if that's the case, but yeah, I could see them trialling before the end of the year. At the end of the day, they're down to their 3rd string halfback, so it wouldn't shock me.
True. Saturday night, the Storm. Did anyone see this coming? 18, Sharks 25.
I didn't.
I did.
No, look, I personally didn't. They'd won 14 straight at home, no Nico. I know there was no Jerome Hughes, but the Storm normally find a way. I actually thought Tyron Wishart was really good. He probably had his best game in first grade. But, I think it's been talked about a bit in the media this week, but watching that game, I was so impressed with the game plan that Craig Fitzgibbon had put together without Nico because their attack basically ran through Brayley, the hooker. And outside that, they let Daniel Atkinson do all the kicking, and the forward pack was outstanding. They thoroughly deserved that, Melbourne.
That 10 in the bin for Harry Grant. Come on.
Yep.
Come on. What are we playing?
It's ridiculous.
Are we playing marbles or are we playing football?
No. Yeah, it's one of those things when, and even at local league, whether it's in the local Newcastle comp or up where I am up in the Townsville comp, we've been spoken to about it, that basically there will be zero tolerance on that kind of contact with kickers, but it's not a good look for a game of gladiators and how tough rugby league is for that to be a penalty and a sin binning. Yeah, as a fan of the game, it's hard to watch that.
I mean, I get we've got to protect our kickers, and we do, but there was nothing in that. There was,
No, but I suppose if there's a tiny bit more contact, that's when they're looking at, potential injury, that kind of thing. I do get both sides of it, but yes, as a fan, it was a hard one to watch.
Sorry, Corey?
It was almost like a brush sort of. It's through that motion of the kicking.
There was nothing.
Flyer's foreskin.
Never seen one of them.
You can imagine how small it is, though.
Yeah, true.
Don't look at mine.
Jeez, we went awfully quiet then.
Anyway, Roosters 38 over the Warriors 18. Warriors were quite disappointing, but in saying that too, a chicken wing tackle did take Sean Johnson out of the game.
Chicken wing.
Yeah, I think the first 12 minutes won the game. The Roosters, I haven't seen a team play at that high level probably since the 20 minutes in the grand final from Penrith. So they were just on the Roosters and making breaks at will, and it was Harlem Globetrotter stuff. I think it was 24-0 after 13 minutes. It was a crazy start to the game. Yeah. Well, I don't think he's minding too much playing outside Joey Manu. He's had a handy couple of years of blokes inside him. He had, Gags last year into Manu this year. It's been pretty bloody good for him.
That's a shame he's enjoying it so much at the Roosters now, isn't it? Nah, good on him. Good luck to him. The Titans 20 over the Cowboys 18. I will put my hand up and say I didn't get this one right either.
You did?
Yeah, I think the last month or so of footy from the Titans, I know they only had one win written down, but I actually think they played pretty well. And the Cowboys have been the opposite. They had 4 straight losses at that stage and hadn't really played good footy. So the result didn't surprise me. I thought we might see a bit more from the Cowboys. By the end of it, the Titans had no one on the bench. There was the bomb try from Val Holmes. I've never seen him do that. But, it's one of those things where a win fixes everything, and if the Cowboys find a way against South, it shushes a whole lot of people up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and the Raiders got the points on the bye.
Yes, yep, and actually, I think them versus the Bulldogs is a really intriguing game on Magic Round as well. I think that's a hard one to tip.
Yeah, some really good games this week, but we'll get into one quick. Mate, just the Titans and the Knights. Who are you going to take?
Well, I would have thought it was a danger game for Newcastle, and it still could be, but, the Titans are decimated. They've got 2 hookers playing the halves, no Brimson, no Fora, no Sami. Smith Shields out for the season. I think David Mavita will probably find a way to score a double against us, but I would like to think Newcastle find a way.
Is Frizzell and who were the other ones that weren't? Were they named?
Best and
Yeah, so Frizzell, Best, and Gagai all named.
Oh, better change.
So, and Parry says he expects him to play. There was I've seen the story doing the rounds about them nursing niggles, but to be honest, at round 10 in a competition without a bye, I don't think there's many players that aren't nursing niggles at this stage. So, he says he expects him to play, but we'll see come Saturday now and kick off.
Any news on Tyson Gamble? How long he's out for?
I think he's had his surgery a couple of months, I think, is what it looks like at this stage. So pretty handy having Cogs just sitting there. But
bit of a shame, but you're starting to play some good footy. Zip it.
I'm not saying anything.
I know you didn't have to. Started playing some good footy.
Yeah, look, he was running the ball and doing, what they like Tyson to do. So, it's sad for him. He's got the biggest boot at the club as well. So I think I'll miss his kicking game a little bit. But, you'd hope Coggins can stand up this weekend.
100%. And I tell you what, I would like to see sometime this year Will Price have a crack. Like, that kid is a gun. I know he's young. We don't want to push him, but if he's ready, let's slot him in because he can kick some goals from bloody halfway line on the sideline too. Like, we could use his goal kicking.
Yeah, I think the message been around home there is they don't want to rush him. So, if the Knights are in the mix for the top 8, I don't think he'll get a gig. It's if the season falls away that he might play some games at the end of the year. But at this stage, I think they'll have him keep plying his trade in Reggie's.
You know, as long as we learn from the Dom Young saga and we wrap him and Colin Pierce up, you know, they're going to be some superstars, that's for sure. But mate, next week we might have you on by Zoom.
Oh, that'd be nice. That sounds good to me.
I did say we'd do it this week, but
That's all right.
yeah, I ran into a little technical problem that I didn't know about.
But you know what that means? He'll have to look at our ugly mugs.
Oh, that's all right. You'll have to look at mine, so it's, it's a two-way street. That's okay.
I'll put a balaclava on Corey.
What are you looking at Corey for?
Which
and Gary.
Which Corey?
One.
Anyway, mate, we appreciate your time again.
No, pleasure. Thank you, guys.
Insight to our rink and all your knowledge and information, because obviously the listeners out there are taking it as well to write in and want to know your opinions and information on the Leo Thompson brother saga. So, mate, we appreciate it, and hopefully your shirt should be there in the next couple of days, mate.
Easy done. Thank you, guys. Pleasure.
Thanks,
We want
champion.
to see you wearing it too.
Yeah, easy done. Thank you.
Take care.
All right, guys, that's Elliot and the week that was, and we'll take a short break and be back shortly. All right, guys, and welcome back. And it's that time of night again. Time for Gaz Bag.
Gaz Bags, we're here. Do you think the one-match suspension for D. Saf is fair for a careless high tackle which was classed as a shoulder charge? Rod Green.
Smoke's coming out of his ears.
It was as soft as butter. And then you get a chicken wing that gets nothing.
Chicken wing, hot dog and bologna, chicken and macaroni.
This is a very steamy edition.
No, well, it's bullshit, but, like, if he was a rooster, he wouldn't have got nothing. He would have got fined.
Probably
There was
got
nothing
extra
in
money.
that.
Are we playing touch footy or tackle?
Oh,
Apparently we are.
That's absolute garbage.
But I think there's more injuries
I need a drink.
now that it's softer than there were like
In the old days.
yeah,
When we used to
absolutely.
kick the football out of the ground.
Yeah.
What about I've forgotten his name now, for Dolphins and touch
Flipper.
Oh, Turbo. Just
touch Turbo on the side of the face.
Yeah.
Oh,
Bromwich.
yeah.
He went like this. And on the report and all this garbage.
Didn't they do a captain's challenge and that's when they saw it?
Oh, yeah, I think so. But that's
What
just,
he sort of put his hand out and pulled it back.
they're going to destroy the game, I'm telling you. It's
Anyway.
going to
What do you
within
mean,
10
gonna?
within 10 years there'll be no game if they keep going down this road.
Don't speak too quick. Do you think Blake Brayley is a dark horse for the Origin in the jersey number 9?
It's a smoking, that's for sure. He's been
Tony
playing some
Moy.
good footy.
With all the injuries, probably.
Is he
Happy
for
fit?
Origin?
Why not? How old are you going to have to be
Yeah.
ready?
Some of the predicted lineups, a lot of people are saying Coruscant.
Oh, it's got to be
If
Coruscant.
he's fit.
If Coruscant's fit, he's a walk-up
He's
star.
had nerve issues in his back, which,
Is he
yeah.
nervous?
Must be.
No, but to do with your back,
Oh,
you have to be
100%.
super
If
careful.
If he's fit, if he's fit to play, Coruscant is a walk-up star.
Yep,
He's
absolutely.
He is the best hooker in the game, and he is the best hooker after Danny Badouris and Cameron Smith era.
But if
Yep.
Coruscant's not playing, would you go Damien Cook? Because he's been there and done it before. He knows the
Or do we start looking at the future? Coruscant's going to be there for a few years to come, but you want to have a second. And do we go Blake Brayley? Does he deserve his chance of fresh new blood?
playing good footy at Cronulla. That's
Okay, if Coruscant's not there and we're looking at taking, say, two hookers, so to speak, well, it's Cook and Blake Brayley.
Phoenix Crossland.
Nah, not yet.
Or not.
I don't think so. I like Phoenix, but I don't think he's up to Origin yet.
Do you think the game will still be around in 20 years, Robert Little? That's what I told you to be quiet.
They keep stuffing around with it. It won't be. But going back to quickly for the Schmakey for the hooking for the New South Wales. What about Mitch Kenny?
What about no?
Okay. The game won't be
Moving
there
on.
in 20 years if they keep stuffing with it, to be honest. And fans will lose interest. And
They'll have a handful of people and that'll be it.
I'm telling you, if this bloke keeps... the Muppets that are running the show at the moment are there for the next
They
2
reckon it.
years.
Da-da-da-da-da-da-da.
I had a
Manum.
I had a similar conversation with my dad the other day. and we're talking about the game and all that. And he's just sick and tired of some of the players backchatting referees, standing over referees.
Referees are soft, man.
Yeah, but they deserve it. Like, they don't deserve the personal backlash. But if you're going to call, pardon the French, bullshit calls, and you know your team's on the back end of it, you got to be prepared to cop it. Especially if you're getting paid, they're getting paid big money.
The one that really pissed him off was when Casey Badger, when she had that bit of a shocky game, like big, tall, 6 foot tall blokes standing over like she was nothing. Like, that's intimidating for a female referee in a male dominated sport. But,
Yeah, but I get that, but I guess you've got to understand you're coming into that sport. You've got to take into account that that's going to happen because
She's a tomboy.
frustration. I mean, Clemmer would never have done anything, you know, like that. It's not
No.
Clem. But it's just frustration, male or female, Clemmer's going to do that. And if you're calling all these bad calls and your teams are constantly under the pump, you're going to get frustrated. I get what you're saying, but we've got to come to the point where you can't go, hey, you can't say anything because she's female, or we're opening a big can of worms.
Yep.
It's like when we fight. We had one last night, actually. Just saying there.
Did you have makeup?
And
That's tonight.
his mouth just goes and goes and goes and goes. And I try and
Nita's
sit
got
there.
a mouth.
You get on a milk crate there.
No,
Back.
I get away from him and he follows me. And
But the way I look at it, you get it out, you get it out with, you move on because
but you say things you don't mean in the heat of the argument.
I
You
didn't
need-
mean that the Knights are going to win this year.
Okay.
No, but my point is, I could go out on the road tomorrow and not come home.
Yep.
Heaven forbid it doesn't happen for a long time, but you don't know. And I would hate to leave this world on my family that I've left on that note. So, anyway, moving on.
Just a little thing on that. My nephew.
Yeah.
Exactly.
That's a funny story, though, isn't it? Like, all these years later, I went to school with Gary's nephew in primary
Not
school.
funny.
No, well, you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
All these years later,
You find out.
we reunited as friends, me and Gary, Connie, and turns out that, yeah. So it's
Small world.
Small world. Very much so.
Getting back to the that with the women and whatnot, like you said, they're getting good money. I think it's water on their duck's back.
yeah.
Like
If-
they can say whatever they like. Cause
If it went too far, 100%.
Yep.
But I think Casey's big enough. Like, she will give it as good as she.
Yeah.
Having said that, though, maybe they're coming from the angle that there's children
100%.
watching.
To a certain extent, it has to be. If not, maybe which I'd hope not, maybe they've got to stick to the linesman. I hope it doesn't go that way
Yeah,
because
no.
I'm up to equal. But, you know, you got to draw the line, like your dad was saying, to a certain, you know, like what you say and how you say it. But they've also got to understand it's frustration and they're going to, so.
Then he also made the question, isn't the captain the only one allowed to question the referee's decision?
Not really. Not really. That's to question it and, you know, but in the heat like that, and every player says anything. But in saying that too, who's the other? Is it Belinda?
Sharp.
Linda Sharp.
One of the Canterbury players grabbed her on the bosom accidentally. Did you see
Yeah, but
that?
she was smiling.
Yeah, she liked it.
give them the phone number.
You ever grab a referee on the privates or?
I wasn't anywhere near the referee.
I say, what was his name? Barry Gomes or
Okay, who's that?
the grasshopper.
The grasshopper.
You have to watch Origin back in the day for it to happen.
That was before my time.
Oh, it was before ours. It was when Gary was playing.
Black and white TV.
Dad used to say the
Do you
galloping
know
grasshopper.
that? Do you know there's a referee running around now that looks like his son?
Yeah.
Grasshopper.
Yeah, that looks like his son.
He looks like a drink.
referee.
What's he?
Peter someone. I can't remember his last name. He's a ref. He was running around.
Find out for next week.
Yeah, that's me.
Moving on.
That's me homework.
Do you think RTS is living up to the hype of being back for the Warriors, or is he wasted in the centres? Where would you play him? And is he at risk of being offered somewhere else in the preferred position? Mick Mahoney.
Kylie.
I don't know. I haven't really been taking much notice of him.
Anyone else?
I like him on the wing.
Okay. He is good at fullback, but then where do you put Charles Nicoll-Costa?
In the centres.
Yeah.
He can play numerous positions, Charles.
Why not just keep swapping around in the game? Confuse the team.
Being O'Brien.
Oh boy. And yeah, that's a hard one. That's a good question. Yeah, I guess over the next 12 months, he's going to get his chance at fullback because Nicoll-Costa's going to get some injuries. That's just fate of the game. Time will tell, but yeah, he's good, but we haven't seen the best of Roger back yet.
Yep.
Roger that.
Roger that.
Sonny Chapo.
What are your thoughts on the trade window at the end of the season? Meaning players off contract can register their interest in getting a contract. Then once their team has finished their season after missing the 8 or being eliminated through the finals, then teams can start negotiating with players in the trade pool. That way the bottom sides get an advantage of being able to negotiate with off-contract players. Sam Wilson.
Not a bad idea,
Good question.
But. Okay, you come off this. Okay, say it kicks in at finals time. If you're not in the finals, you should only be able to negotiate with teams that are not in the finals.
Makes it hard.
Or
Put your first bid in.
because we're trying to protect it against the likes of the Roosters. Roosters will contact Jim Shorts and say, hey, Jim, I know you're off contract. Hold on till we finish. We'll offer you this much. So there has to be a clause to protect it from the likes of the Panthers. Sorry.
Someone's got the Panthers on their brain.
Can we get Jim Shorts on one day?
Yeah.
I'd like to meet this guy.
Yeah, but, you can't. You've got to protect them from the Roosters. 100% we have to. Because they will get what they want if we don't. I like the idea, but yeah.
Instead of a trade deal, would you say like an open draft, sort of how like the AFL and
Yeah,
the
similar
NFL
kind of
will
thing.
do it. If you're off contract and want to test the open market, you go into the draft pool and the teams offer you whatever they think you're worth, and it's up to you. You to accept
But
it.
do you have sort of some kind of lotto system where the first pick, like the NFL or the NBA do, or whatever it is?
But what's going to stop players or clubs approaching each other on the sly?
Massive fines if they
But then
found
you
out.
How do you police that?
I'm not 100% sure how it works, but I think in American football, they might go, we'll trade you this person if we can get
For your pick?
these two people and for one person.
Just like the draft system with them, we could work. Yeah, but you'd have to police it and do it right to protect it from the clubs like the Roosters that will go under the table and to get whatever they want.
I just think we need to simplify it.
Oh, I'm just saying if that was to come in, if, his idea. But I also think we should have one marquee player per team exempt from the cap. So Cleary, Ponga, Moses.
So exempt from the cap, so how much should they be paid?
Well, maybe have a cap on the cap of that, of say, marquee player is 1.2 million max, and that is not under the cap.
Will they get a salary and then performance based on top?
Yeah, because I don't think any player, no offence, Ponga is worth $1.4 million a year. Not when you got nurses and doctors out there that are saving lives, they're not on that kind of money.
I agree.
And you get, for example, Latrell Mitchell, you cut him back to say 600,000-700,000 a year in performance enhancing bonuses, like Kylie said. Watch his form change.
But imagine getting paid. I know Ponga or Cleary or anybody don't get asked to get injured, but imagine getting paid that amount of money to sit on the sideline.
Yep.
Yeah, don't you feel guilty going to work, getting paid what you do nothing?
Fair call.
No, but you know what I mean? Would you?
It's unreal.
I
Some
work.
say I don't do
some
nothing
days.
anyway.
No, but you know what I mean? Like, is this a case where you're getting all this money? Should there be a clause in the contract that
You only
You get
minimises or something
yeah.
to you get back on the field.
I mean, you can only get so many sick days a year?
10. Just
You know
like the
what I
rest of us.
Who gets 10?
But you know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
you're right,
like
I
no
don't take
disrespect.
mine.
Like Ponga didn't ask to be hurt. Cleary didn't ask to. But if they're out for longer than half a season, I think there should be a clause in the contract where,
Some of that money could go back into the club.
well, no, and it comes off the salary cap.
Yeah.
Because it's a waste. And also, okay, for example, I'll use Brody Jones here. Brody Jones come through the system of the Knights through all the younger grades, playing first grade. He should have some kind of junior incentive bonus where he's come through the grades. And that comes off the cap as well.
Didn't they try that a few years ago or something?
Well, they didn't do a good enough job. So whoever was running it needs a foot in the ass. Out you go. And bring someone in that can install it.
All those in favour of Smita?
Aye, aye, Captain.
Oh, he's all
Well, I know
employed.
where the door is, so if I say no, I'll be thrown at it.
He's all employed. But you know what I mean? There's ways to run the game and make the game great.
Yeah.
And they're not doing it simply. And there's ways to be able to protect clubs and help clubs like Newcastle, like the Titans. We're bringing players through. Yeah, we keep them. Okay. You've got that much off your cap, this much off your cap. And we start being competitive with the Roosters and so on. The Penrith could have saved a lot of their players. Crichton, Luai,
Lenu.
90% of their team are
They
local
could have-
juniors, weren't they?
That's right. So they could have kept
Yeah.
they could have kept half of them at least by this nursery incentive bonus, so to
Isn't-
speak.
Isn't the Super League in England very similar? Like, if you're at a club for extended period of time, there's a incentive.
Not sure. But it should be through the grades, like that.
Yeah.
And
You're
it needs to be done.
stuck with them and come through and
I mean, I need a meeting with Andrew Abdo and Peter Volandis. All jokes aside, I'm not trying to float my own boat or piss in my own pocket, but some of the stuff we say in the show is common sense. And they need to really step up and have a look at it because it's going to improve the game. Anyway, moving on.
that was all we got from Gazbag this week.
All right, before I buy another stack, let's get into what got my eye.
Ow! My eye! Ow! 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 Ow!
Starting with Gary.
It makes sense.
Rita Pangai Jr. got knocked out round one.
Was it even round one?
I guess footy suits him more.
Yeah.
True. Golly.
All right. I was scrolling Facebook, as you do, and came across a post from 2019. I think it popped up because people were adding new comments. So it was a post that Braith and Nasta slammed Nathan Cleary, saying the 21-year-old, this was back in 2019, he slammed Nathan Cleary, saying he will never reach the heights of Mitchell Pearce. I'm just wondering if Braith has eaten those words yet. If not, I
100%.
can serve them.
100% he would have, because to be honest, that would have been when they were playing together, correct?
Yep.
So he's probably batting for his mate. And Braith and Asta has really come into a. I reckon if you told him that, he would be the first to go, what an idiot I was.
Yeah.
Like, Braith and Asta's actually turned into a decent. He was a great footballer, but I reckon he's even better annulist now, to be
Since
honest.
He's good on the-
360 show.
So,
Yeah.
honestly, I'll see if we can get him on one night, and we'll remember that question, I bet
Skype
you.
Skype him.
See, I was
Kylie can rip
told
it into him.
I was told by one of my former bosses, I think his name was Phil something.
McCracken.
Haha. Food Works. He, if you're watching, hello.
This is Lucky
He
Phil.
told me never assume,
Hmm.
and that advice has stuck to me because every time you assume something, it's always wrong. Facts.
Assumption is the mother of all screw-ups.
But,
Exactly.
yeah, I honestly think if you said that to him, he'd
He'd
eat his own words, yeah,
Yeah.
obviously. But,
Well, he's got no choice, has he?
but yeah,
One of
The
them.
proof is in the pudding. Oh, yum.
Pudding.
I tell you what,
Oh, yes.
remind me in the adverts tell you about the Sardo chicken again, remember?
Okay.
That's got nothing to do with dessert.
Oh.
Move on.
I'm
I'm
dessert.
thinking of Christmas. Pudding.
Oh, yum.
Christmas every night at my
Fruitcake and
place.
custard. Yeah, pudding.
It was on tonight after the fight last night.
Ding ding. Anyway, that was a good one. Corey.
Which one? Pugsley.
Tweedledee.
Tweedledum.
You go first, Corey.
Okay. What caught my eye is the amount of injuries with some of the like elite fit players
Yes.
in the last week or so.
Like we said before, is it a
4
case?
or 5 hamstring injuries.
Oh, yeah.
Is it a
that's
case of
insane.
the speeding the game up? Is it?
Yes. I reckon it is.
The Titans had 4. Went down on Sunday.
Titans are
That's
Ravish.
crazy.
Yeah.
And one's season ending.
The Knights are just holding on. Oh,
Isn't that what's
he
wrong
kicked
with
me
Big
while I'm
Tino?
down.
Sorry.
Tino Fasua Malawawa.
Malawi.
ACL, wasn't it?
I love it. You know, that Harley Shields had a pectoral muscle done. But
Petrol muscle?
Pectoral.
Is that in the fuel tank?
Yeah, that's it. Pectoral.
Right,
I need to get out more.
You do.
date night it is.
I like Sam Walker's crossfield kick for Daniel Tupou. He could have just passed it out after they made a break, which was pretty instinctive play from him.
Yeah, but there was no one going to anywhere near that. So
I
it was
just-
it was good. It was
it was-
always going to happen,
yeah.
wasn't it? So
But
yeah.
just off the back of the run that he made, he gave it to Young and he got tackled.
And it shows a little, would you put a little exuberant halfback? So yeah, I liked it too.
You lost me at Roosters.
Yeah, true. But he's a fan of the, I don't know.
Oh, the other one is George.
Mildred. Oh, you must be Mildred. George.
Yeah, you're Mildred.
Mildred, yeah.
That's George and there's Mildred. So,
Mildred's probably got more hair than what I do.
Everyone's got more hair than you.
That's why I wear a hat.
I'm not,
Sorry, Corey.
even the Eagle.
Probably.
I saw the picture.
Anyway, my what caught my eyes was poor old Jack Everington missed the Knights running out of the sheds on Saturday, so he had to sneak out when the Tigers ran out.
You have to go for the late nervous wee, did he?
Well, he doesn't get paid to be smart.
I like Jack, eh? I like Jack.
Yeah, so do I.
Yeah.
But
Not now, you know.
There must have been a reason behind it, you know.
yeah, he probably had to go to the toilet, and it was just unfortunate.
had to do a wee.
What was he going to do? Do what old mate from was it the Warriors? Oh, yeah.
Oh, they're gone.
PP. What was his name?
Oh, Russell
He
Packer.
peed
Russell
himself
Packer.
on the
On
field.
the
Yeah.
field.
Well, I'm going back years from Don McKinnon did one. Remember him?
Who?
Gary? Don McKinnon?
Who?
Remember him?
Who?
Remember Don McKinnon?
Who?
He doesn't remember.
Sounds like an owl.
He's got Alzheimer's.
Alzheimer's.
What am I doing here?
We're not sure.
He don't remember that.
No. Anyway, my second one was that Bostock was in the act of scoring and Turbo came in to tackle him. It was in wet conditions. He slid across and knocked the poor cameraman's leg out from underneath.
That was a ripper.
That was pretty funny, eh?
It
Poor
was.
cameraman.
Poor cameraman, but you see, he got straight back up.
The cameraman probably did a hammy too.
Yeah. Well, Turbo done his hemi in it.
Yeah.
And
Laced him out good, didn't it? No?
Gamble getting injured. He's playing some good
Here
footy
we
too.
Hello,
Where's-
darkness, my old friend.
Where's the tissues?
Nah, but all seriousness,
Yeah,
lot
it's
of
crap.
injuries.
yeah.
But
This year.
before he did go off with that foot injury, how good was that 40-20?
Yeah, so that's what I mean. He's playing for a contract, and I knew he'd come good to start playing some good footy. And now this has happened.
Well, they can't hold this against him, surely.
If not, there'll be a riot.
One man riot.
You beat me
I
to
got
it.
two blokes over here, George and Mildred in the sidecar.
Oh, you've got your little wolf pack.
When he played it, when he was up in Brisbane, it didn't seem like he enjoyed his footy, but ever since coming down to Newcastle,
He loves the place.
like, really enjoyed it. And, you know, I've had the chance to have a bit of a yarn with him at the game a couple of times.
It's
and
gamble time.
Such a,
Yeah, we don't give death threats down here, allegedly.
Yeah, that was pretty ordinary out there.
check my messages.
But yeah, big shout out to Tyson. Hopefully he's doing well, and hopefully we might be able to get him on the show one night. But
Speedy recovery.
yeah, hang in there, champion. But yeah, all right, let's move on to for night of the round. Then we'll start with Gary.
I'm my first every day.
Yeah, we'll
Yeah.
let you feel good for a
Oldest, the
change.
youngest.
Feel good. My night of the round, Bradman Best.
Oh,
Should I say any more?
No.
Probably can't.
Okay. 235 run meters, 3 line breaks, and just an origin-worthy effort. They've been talking about on the wireless and everything.
on the tranny. Different tranny to you.
Pugsy
no.
knows all about that one.
Yeah, no, George does.
Okay, Mildred.
Help me.
You glad you come all the way down? Well, up.
Up.
Give him credit though. He lives down near Penrith, and he drove all the way up here straight after
You
work.
come all the way up here,
Yeah,
Mildred.
I've been up since 5:30 this morning, so
For those that don't know, it's about 2.5 hours from here.
No,
I used to
then
jog
you know,
that in my younger days when I was playing football and used to kick the football out of the ground with leather footballs and bare feet.
yeah, but
jog
that's when we used to get the
2.5
milk delivered in horse and cart
That's
as
me
well.
jogging to the fridge.
I'm not that old.
No, Gary. But no, good on you, mate, for making the effort to come down.
Yeah,
And
it's
you know,
always great to come up.
it was all your doing too. You approached us as well, so you know,
Anyone else out there wants to come on and have a giggle with us?
yeah,
That's
moving
well
on.
worth it.
Even if we do take the piss out of you, but
Like,
Mildred?
if you can't take it, don't dish it out.
yeah, that's right.
That's exactly
Hey,
right.
Mildred.
Yeah.
Yeah, yours.
That's right.
Mine is also Bradman Best.
Oh, copycat.
Yeah. They don't call him Bradman Beast for no reason, and he played his butthole out, and that shows why he should be picked for Origin.
Him and
Why'd you smile when I said butthole?
she's looking at you.
Smitter.
Oh, I just thought, you know, we had a little argument last night. And make
You're
up
not going
tonight.
anywhere near it. I'm a cat.
Anyway, moving on. My night of the round was Bradman Best.
Copycat.
Oh, come
I'm
on.
going to go like
You
this
did
from
say
now
you're
on.
a cat. But,
What's your reason? Special mention, Brodie Jones. There you go.
yes, my special mention was BJ on that tackle alone was just sensational. Like, was Jerome Bull? Like, he's no slouch.
Yep.
And
Scotty Sattler moment.
yeah, a bit like that. And if, you know, that could have changed the game. If Brodie didn't run that down, he scores. That could have changed the game, to be honest. So, good on you, BJ. And, yeah, I also Greg Marju, I thought, played strong as well. There was a few that he could
He's
have gone
coming into
to.
some bit of good form now. Marju's, now that he's got some his fitness under his belt.
Ever since the music career kicked off.
Ever since he realised the Panthers have got some money.
He's staying.
You're going to let that down, Smith, aren't you?
I just love stirring the
I
pot.
don't know about me, but Marju's not going to let it down
No,
every
no.
time
know.
Scully sees him. So.
Imagine if he actually did.
Well, if it's not the nice, I'd rather he go.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's what I said about BJ. Excuse me. If we can't keep him, I'd like to see him to go somewhere like that to better his playing career. You know, that's a non-biased and selfish from myself. You know, I'd like to see his
But would a team like Penrith sort of like be suited for Brodie?
100%. Look at Johnny from last year.
Johnny, yes, Papa.
Yeah, remember?
Eating sugar, no, Papa.
From Karate Kid, what's his name?
That's what you get when you have a kid.
Mr.
How many
Miyagi.
how many little dragons you had?
Hoskins.
Yeah, Zach
yeah.
Hoskins.
Yeah, I wish we kept him.
He went down there, you know. Luke Garner and all
Sweep
that.
the leg.
Yeah, we're keeping you up. Big night at the boat ramp last night.
Yeah, it was, mate. Yeah, Tommy Jack.
Anyway, moving on. Your player of the
Oh,
round?
I'm going to go something different. I'm going to go Bradman Best.
Oh, no.
Why not?
Corey.
Bradman Best.
Make it 5.
Yes. Clean.
Night of the round is easy this week. It's Bradman,
Best.
the beast.
5 next to Brodie Jones. My bad.
Bradman beast because the best is yet to come. And I tell you what, if he's not picked for Origin, that's rigged. Him and Critter, what a combination.
I'll tell you what, with no halves, we've got to have something decent in the back line.
Yeah, true. Anyway, we're moving on to player of the round, and I'll start off soon. I'm here. And mine was surprise. Dylan Edwards again. Oh, I thought he played it once again. The bloke never lets you down. And every week he just performs and performs. 9 tackle breaks, 25 runs, 75 post contact metres, and 248 metres game.
That's a lot, isn't it?
Yeah, and I tell you what, he was close second with Dom Young and Connor Watson for me. Kylie.
Mine is Harry Grant for being sent off, the poor bugger. I thought he had a good game. And then, yeah,
Seen him in here.
poor bloke.
Gary.
Yeah, that's it.
That was wrong, isn't it? Play the round, Dom Young.
Copycat.
Yeah, the best opening for any NRL winger in a long time. 2 tries, 4 line breaks, 6 tackle breaks, and 133 metres gained.
You liked when he opened his shirt that week, didn't you?
Apparently I
Well,
did.
he did. Yeah, the moment I just heard from him.
You keep your eyes off him. Highly set for that.
Well, I'm swaying now, these days.
Well, apparently.
Anyone wants me out there? Come on.
You did.
Yeah.
Christine Vassallo, right?
Well, I'm waiting for her. Still waiting for her to call me.
All right, now. I'll get your number.
Tonight.
Yeah, maybe.
Give him a
Who's
call,
your-
Chris.
Oh,
Sorry,
actually, well, even though I mentioned Sam Walker's crossfield kick, I thought he actually was outstanding for the Roosters, so I'm going to go with him.
He's a big fan of it. Doesn't matter.
Being cross.
George.
The Rooster.
George.
Didn't really watch many games this week. I watched the game in Melbourne and Cronulla. I can't think who it was, but the forward that took up that ran the 60 metres at the end to get that last try after the field goal. I can't think of his name.
Oh, the Cronulla fella with the
Yeah.
bald head.
Oh, yeah, Toby, not Rudolph. Yeah, I know who you're talking about.
Yeah, I can't think
They
of
call
it.
it, his nickname's 40-20.
I can't write it down if I don't know it.
Oh, yeah. I'll get back to you. His name was
I
just...
can't even think of his name.
Hazelton.
Hazelnuts.
Tom Hazelton.
That'll be
He
him.
was
Yeah.
all through the game as well. It's like always just go
Yeah.
forward, just hard and straight.
And he's a smoky for Origin, they're saying.
Yeah.
So,
His nickname's 40-20 because he look
Thomas Hazelton. Yeah.
Yeah, because he looks like he's 20 years old, but he looks like 40.
What am I?
60-40. Yeah,
60 but look like 40.
yeah.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
nice.
That's okay.
40,
I'll
but look
take
like
that.
60.
That's a compliment.
Yeah, I'll take that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll take that. That's it.
That'll live.
That's player of the round this week. And we'll take a short break and be back shortly. All right, guys, welcome back. It's time for a bit of humour with the Crazy Ladies' humorous jokes of the weeks.
That's debatable lately.
They've been good.
Well, I hope these ones are. Archie is lying in a hospital bed wearing an oxygen mask over his mouth and nose. A young student nurse appears and gives him a partial sponge bath. Nurse, he mumbles from behind the mask. Are my testicles black? I'm embarrassed, the young nurse replies. I don't know, sir. I'm only here to wash your upper body and feet. Through his mask, Archie struggles to ask again. Nurse, please check for me. Are my testicles black? Concerned that he might elevate his blood pressure and heart rate from worrying about his testicles, the nurse overcomes her embarrassment and pulls back the covers. She raises his gown, holds his manhood in one hand and his testicles in the other. She looks at very closely and says, There's nothing wrong with them, sir. They look fine. The man slowly pulls off his oxygen mask, smiles at her and says very slowly, Thank you very much. That was wonderful. Now listen very, very closely. Are my test results back?
That was a good one.
Who's going to hospital? Oh, you work in a hospital. Do you often get those questions?
Do you hold the balls much?
I haven't
Smile if you have. Sorry.
Too late.
I couldn't hold it in any longer.
He's in hysterics. He's holding more than the balls.
What hospital are you working at?
He's going to admit himself tomorrow.
I'm not telling.
Let's make sure I don't go there.
All right, moving on.
After many years of marriage, Kylie is completely fed up with her husband Dean farting loudly and disgustingly all night long.
Is this supposed to be
Days
a
of
joke?
our lives.
Yeah, this is what the fight was about. She would tell him that he was going to fart his guts out if he kept it up like that. He would just laugh, getting pleasure from annoying her so much. Then one morning, after a horrible night spent bathed in fumes from his bowels,
Oh,
she was outside on the farm butchering a chicken. As she's pulling the guts out, she stops to look at them and gets an idea. She smiles.
I don't like the way this is going.
Oh, shit. She smiles. If her pleading won't make him stop, she sure as hell can give him a scare. She decided she would wait until he passed out in bed to carry out her dirty deed. Maybe I need you to read it. People are going to go, what the hell? When her husband was sound asleep, she took the bowl of chicken guts to the bedroom, pulled down the covers, pulled up his underwear, pulled his underwear down and emptied the bowl. Then she pulled up his underwear again, went to wash her hands and went to bed. Later that night, about 2 a.m., she woke up. She woke up and found her husband not in bed. She saw a light coming from under the bathroom door and could hear grunting and an occasional whimper. Scared of what she might find, she pushed the door slowly open. There on the bathroom floor, bent over with his butt in the air, was her husband with a look of awful pain on his face. It happened, Kylie. You were right. I pooped my guts right. I pooped my guts. Oh my God.
I pooped my guts right out of my anus while I was sleeping, but with the help of a curtain rod, I've got them all back up there where they belong.
Hey, Smita, can we put that in the description?
I think we need to.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
No one's gonna understand what I just read out.
I don't understand it.
I've heard it before and I couldn't stop laughing.
But the funny...
Basically, you were told that you would poop your guts out if you kept farting. And you kept farting, so
got
you
the
thought you
chicken
pooped your guts
giblets?
out.
Why would you use a curtain rod?
What would you use? Corey's fingers.
There was a picture.
what are my fingers?
What in my butt?
Cam put it up on the group chat.
Did he now?
I don't want to describe what the picture is, but
I'll have to have a look. But
yeah.
going back to this, it is a little right. We do have flatulent parties in bed.
Jeez, yeah.
So you just give each other the Dutch oven.
Well, it's more of it.
Boston Steamer.
It's more like replace me with Kylie there.
What?
Can we go to the next joke?
Whatever
Too much
you can do,
information.
I can do better.
Oh, don't you what? Anyway,
That was the funniest joke I've ever tried to read out.
You couldn't even read it, Kyle.
It might not have been as funny if I didn't use the names, though.
yeah, that's true.
Tonight is
Jokes like that,
So
where,
true.
where you could put like your partner's names and all that.
I wonder if we can.
More funny.
I wonder if we can get sponsored by Kelvinator or something.
I
Now.
wonder if Adam's going to just cringe when he
I
sees
reckon we
that.
should have left that one for the Friday Night Live one.
Nah, she's right.
Hey, Gary will take that one.
Anyway, is that we got number 3?
I don't know if I could top that one.
Is that you for the
I
week?
was sitting
No,
at work
because she almost
today,
pooped her
Hope does
guts
not
out
watch
as
this,
well while
And
laughing.
I cracked myself up. That was hilarious.
I'm a funny guy.
Fun guy.
Oh, by the sounds of it was fun guy. Anyway,
Fun guy.
that was a good one though. I liked it. Feel free to rip shit out of me anytime.
No, you only get the giblets.
Why you want to look at me giblets?
Gary's going to be driving home later and just cracking himself up.
Oh, you're making him. He's breaking all of his bones. Anyway, guys, we'll take another short break while I go to the toilet. All right, guys, welcome back. It's that time of night again. It's time for Talking Smit. And caller number 1, who do we have?
It's me. How are we, team?
Oh, g'day, Simon. How are you, mate?
Oh, I'm very well. Unfortunately, I've got somebody with me who's not very well at the moment. He went down the docks and I think he caught something off a sailor. But anyway, Simon, kill me now. Terrence, stop it. So I've got Terrence with me tonight. He's laid up in bed and I've rugged him up and I've rubbed him down and he's recovering from something.
I guess
I think I'm dying.
there was plenty of semen down at the docks there, mate.
Oh, lots of semen, but you should see what's running out of my nose. I swear it's like an angry dragon.
G'day, Terrence. How are you, champion?
Had the donkey punch a few things out of him tonight. So. 1, 2, 1, 2. Oh, terrible.
Oh,
I
mate.
feel so dirty. It reminds me of my friend from Mexico, Sanchez.
Sanchez Vassallo.
Team, I'm
I think it's my last day. He went down and saw this sailor. Well, he went down and saw this sailor, and then he seems to have come down with something. He's got a bit of a cold and a flu and a bit of a weird rash. He says he's okay, but I'm a little bit concerned, really. You know what was weird, though, team, is that we went nude bathing, and I couldn't believe how many... we went nude bathing down at... we've got a place over here in Musselwalk. Where are we living these days?
We're in Toorak, you silly man.
Have we moved back already?
We have moved back.
God,
Here's how you're delirious.
I'm delirious. Yeah. So we went over to the old Toorak baths and swimming around with lots of other sort of fancy gentlemen, and I couldn't believe how many people were out and about. And I couldn't believe that I was looking at one gentleman and said, "Look, Simon, he's got a straw."
He does, and we were doing backstroke, and somebody thought there was a shark coming.
Oh God, I don't even know what to say.
It's been one of those shows tonight, hasn't it?
Yeah, it has.
But everyone's been asking about Terence, and so I thought I'd better grab him by the short and curlies and bring him on.
Has any members of the team come down with this horrid, raspy flu that's getting around right now?
No.
Last week I was quite sick with a cold.
You've been kissing sailors too.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I noticed people have been, doing syndesmosis and pulling hamstrings. And what have you been pulling, Simon?
Well, I did want to go. I told you I gave you a rub down. But I tell you what, there was a young man on your show a couple of weeks ago who really took my eye. He was a ginger boy.
Garfield.
That's who it is, Garfield. Yes, he reminded me of that Ronald McDonald impersonator who fell down at the game.
Oh, Garfield, like a cat.
Yes, big ginger cat.
Love a pussy. Yes, well, not really.
Oh, no.
We've heard of them.
Is there a question coming?
Who cares?
I think something is.
I met up on my main man, Tyson. Tyson Gamble. I know there's a couple of Tysons in the team, and, it gets all confusing, very confusing, doesn't it? But, Mr. Gamble, what's the situation there? Any updates?
Yeah, we spoke to our guru from Triple M earlier, Elliot, and he's had surgery.
He's handsome.
Settle down, Simon.
Well, he's had surgery, and he's on the road to recovery now. But we did a big shout out to Tyson, and it's just a shame because Tyson was starting to play some really good football, and he's 40-20 in the game, and starting to really take it by
He was coming good.
Head down, bum up, I say. Get better soon.
Did I tell you that Terence actually went to the doctor and he got an addictomy?
What?
What? Simon, what was that?
An addictomy.
An addictomy.
Yes.
I thought it was an appendectomy.
No,
I thought that's what happens when you go to Bali and the monkeys jump on you and wiggle around.
That was our secret. Sorry.
Appendectomy.
And you know how to say
Okay, boys.
it.
Anyway, we just wanted to say hello and tell you that Terence is still alive.
Dino, has Simon been telling you he's put on a lot of weight lately?
No, sorry, he hasn't.
I'm starting to question whether or not he's cheating behind my back. No more souffles or anything like that lately for me. I've been doing it hard. And I must say, I'm starting to think that Simple Simon's met a pieman.
Going to the fair, said Simple Simon.
I will talk to you about that later. That's inappropriate for this radio and YouTube show, and I'm very cross with you. And you and I are going to trade blows.
Oh, settle down, Simon.
Was there a question that you just wanted for us?
He asked about Tyson Gamble, Big Venus.
Sorry.
What did you say then? Big what?
I got lost in the yeah.
Actually, I've got another one too. Now, third party agreements. We're all about it over down here at Toorak. But Mr. Ponga with his third party agreement, do you think it's going to affect his standing at the Knights at all? But I do believe it's a deal basically between him and the third party, and it shouldn't have any bearing on whether or not he's still down with the boys.
100%. It's between his management, which is his father Andre, and whoever the company is. I reckon it's probably a cut.
Is his father Peter Andre? Oh my God!
He was a stunning young man, but we were just worried that somebody was going to try to grab Kayla to flip him over and do him dry.
Oh, so now that Gamble's not in, who's your favourite player at the moment?
Who's your favourite player now? Come on, you know. He likes a bit of Phoenix. I can tell you, he wants to grab onto those luscious locks. He's my favourite player, but I just love saying his name. Anari Twala.
You like a bit?
You told me you liked Phoenix. You loved his locks.
I like. I'm a big fan of the beast himself, Leo Thompson.
Well, we do like a rugged, hard man. I think you'd tear me apart.
You'll do more than that.
I shouldn't have asked.
Anyway, team, we are still here, so we love you lot.
It's good to hear from you, and I'm sure Garfield will be listening and he'll love to hear that. That's for sure.
Sorry about the noise. We're down at the shops here. We're just shopping for some Santa candles. And strawberry lubricant this time, please.
Oh, anyway.
Some lip balm. Lip balm is wonderful.
Anyone else got a question before they go?
No.
I'd just like to know when Simon and Terence are going to come up from Toorak and visit us.
Oh, Silver Fox, how are you, my love?
I'm very well, thank you.
I will. Don't worry, we'll come soon.
I've heard you were doing that, yeah. But when are you going to come and see us?
Hey, boys. Ta-ta.
Thanks.
Bye.
Oh, yeah, by the way, did you see the other week you won caller of the week?
Oh, did I?
Simon
that's
did.
wonderful.
Yeah.
Simon.
What a biscuit. Oh, Simon. Well, I am Simon, so I can't wait to claim my prize.
Yeah, you get a tattoo or $150 voucher, $150 cash if you end up winning.
Price check on aisle 9, please. Price check on aisle 9.
Oh, he's had a spillage. I'm terribly sorry. We have to go.
All right, no worries. Thanks for your call.
Ta-ta.
Good night.
See you later.
Oh, my God. I've never had a Talking Smit go for 10 minutes with one caller once before. All right, guys, time for caller number 2. Who we got there?
Steve, yeah, it's been a long time, been a while.
Yeah, mate, how are you?
Not too bad, not too bad. Been loving the footy. I've been a bit pissed off with South and their lack of direction, and I'm actually glad Demetrio got fired, to be honest. I mean, a lot of people are probably going to call me out on that, but I just think the players just haven't really hit the potential like last year, and now the onus is on Hornby, and quite frankly, if Bennett's going to take over next year, I just kind of want it to happen now, to be honest.
Yeah, well, they're not firing for Hornby or Lee either, so
no.
Yeah, now it's up to the players have got to take a good hard look at themselves now, really.
Yeah.
I think Demetrius
sorry to cut you off, but one thing I will address is, look, I know some refs get on people's tits, like Ashley Klein, I don't know, like maybe Atkins at times, maybe. I don't know, but Belinda Sharp, I don't care, man. Like, you do not address a female referee the way Latrell did or the way Cody Walker did. That was just... I don't care if you're frustrated. Where did that get us last week? Nowhere, right?
Yeah,
nowhere.
I didn't see that bit.
Yeah. Well, Cody disputed penalty call that kind of happened some time ago, and he made about their 5 minutes up in his guns.
I mean, it's sort of got to go a bit both ways. Yes, they have to address it with a little bit of respect. I 100% agree with that, because you don't disrespect a woman or female that bad. But she's also got to remember too, she's in a contact sport with a lot of adrenaline and testosterone. So there is going to be a little bit of that happen. And I mean, I guess if we want females to be more referees, which I'm all for 100%, they've sort of got to understand they've got to take a little bit of that to a certain extent. But there is a line where they can't cross as well. Who's the young ref that was it Belinda Sharp with the Bulldogs?
Yeah, Sharp, yeah.
One of the Bulldogs players grabbed her on the bosom, and
really,
yeah, accidentally, and she smiled. She thought it was great. So she didn't go, "Hey, he's touched me inappropriately." Yeah, so good on her for that. It was obviously an accident.
Yeah.
I mean, if Latrell touched you on the bosom, would you say anything?
No, yeah, well, depends.
Probably
I'd be like, I'd be like, what are you doing, bro?
So
Serious.
yeah. Anyway,
Settle that one out of court.
yeah. But you know what I mean. Like she could have went further with it and made a big thing out of it, but it wasn't. It was just a pure accident.
Yeah.
And yeah, good on her.
But in
Not too bad. I mean, she jokingly told the boys to pack the scrum a bit better a couple of times, but then kind of laid down the law and said, "No, come on, boys, this is rubbish. Let's go again." You know, you know. But
at the end of the day, they are the refs and they should be respected.
Yeah, to a certain extent, 100% agree with you. You know, there's only so far you can step over the line. I mean, I get you frustrated. There's going to be testosterone, like you said, and that, but to a certain extent, end of the day, they are the referee, male, female.
Without them, the game doesn't go on.
No, that's right. But well, it's the same as like we're saying with the NRL. Without the fans, the game doesn't go on. So stop. Sorry. Him and let it go. Was you going to lose fans? You lose fans, there's no game.
Yeah.
So anyway, hope that answers your question, boy. We're talking over each other there, mate.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, good, mate. I said I hope that answers your question for you.
Yeah, sort of, and I hope we get off the mark against the Cowboys this week. So, just happy that Alex Johnson's back. So, up the bunnies and let's get it done.
Yeah, mate. Up the bunnies.
Yeah, thank you. And good to hear from you. And let's do this again soon.
Too easy, mate. Thanks for calling and enjoy the rest of the show.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.
All right.
All right, guys, time for caller number 3. Who we got?
Damon Moss.
G'day, buddy. How are you?
Yeah, good, mate. It's yourself.
Oh, not too bad, mate. What's your question for us, champion?
Yeah, just wondering what's the go with Gamble's injury and, how long's he going to be out for? Because we kind of need him back.
Oh, 100%, mate. As you know, I'm a huge Gamble fan. Had his surgery, we heard earlier, through our Triple N connection, and he's on the road to recovery now. So they're thinking 6 weeks, but fingers crossed, and hopefully he gets back a little
Lucky
earlier.
we've got a couple of buys coming up as well. So that'll
yeah, true. I mean, I love the way it does, especially, the 40-20 is starting to really come into his own game, I think. And, I mean, I love the aggression. Yeah, 100%, mate. I'm a huge Gamble fan. Like, even before he put on a Knights jersey, I was saying, watch this, he's unreal. And, he started playing some ordinary, well, I wouldn't say ordinary, but below his standard football. And a lot of people were digging the pitchforks in. But, yeah, I'm a huge fan, mate, and I think he'll come back. But, yeah, personally, I know that he is absolutely shattered. He is, beyond shattered.
But we've got Jack Cogger there. Like he's come from a great foundation at Penrith.
Yeah, he is, but I still think he's no Gamble. No disrespect to Jack. Jack's good. I think, but we need that Gamble mongrel and that Gamble niggle, and he's got the biggest.
Different type of player.
What's that? Sorry.
He's a different type of player.
He's the player that you love to hate. Really, like everyone loves him when you're on your team, but you hate him in his opposition because he's so good at what he does, and he gets under your skin.
And he gets up in the
face too. He's a 5'8". Yeah, he's a 5'8" of a great kicking game. Like your Cogger, your Hastings, right there, your Harps, they do their sort of thing. Your players like your Luais, your Gambles, as a foil to it.
100%. And it's from all reports, mate, he had surgery. Surgery went well, and he's now recovering or on the way to recovery. But got your rehab period, but hopefully, 6 weeks maximum. But I'm hoping he gets through a little bit earlier, and we've got a buy on that coming up. So
you'll have to send him a card. Yeah,
but I'll do my best to get him on the show one night. By Zoom and see if we can have a chat to him, but I know the Knights don't let a lot of them come on, but we'll try our best, that's for sure.
Good.
But as we say, it's actually, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to give away a Gamble shirt this week, just in honour of Tyson being injured. This week on the show, I'm going to give away. Next week, we're going to give a Gamble shirt away just randomly. We're going to sign Tyson Gamble shirt and we're going to give it away. So, yeah.
Write in and tell us why you should have the T-shirt.
Yeah, that might be what we do. But stay tuned, champion. You're in the draw for the $150 cash or the $250 tattoo voucher thanks to Sayers Inc. and the Nighttime Podcast for being caller of the week.
Cheers, mate. Thank you very much.
Pleasure, champion. So, yeah, mate, hope that answered your call and enjoy the rest of the show, champion.
Will do, mate. Have a good one.
Thanks, bro.
Thanks, Mark.
So, yeah.
All right, guys, time for caller number 4. Who we got?
Jason here, mate. How are you?
Hey, buddy, how are you? Couldn't keep away from us, could you?
Nah, mate. Nah. Well, from what I hear, I'm missing a good night. So, yeah, I had to chime in at some point.
Yeah.
Been a good night.
Well, we've had some interesting things tonight, put it that way. Some calls, some jokes from
jokes.
Kylie trying to stitch me up.
Some outtakes.
Some
Are
outtakes.
they good jokes this week?
They were good.
Hilarious.
Well, this one was a
Hilarious.
cracker. She couldn't even say it.
I had to finish half of it for her.
I was crying.
Jeez. Not good.
That was great.
Anyway, mate, what's your question for us, champion?
Oh, look, I'm checking on the last week. Cronulla, they've had an easy draw, and then they went down to Melbourne and they beat Melbourne. So the next couple of weeks, I think they've got the Roosters and Panthers and can't remember the other. They've got 3 teams coming up that are, they're going to be hard contests, and then they're back into an easy draw.
But
So,
my problem is with Melbourne and probably playing Penrith too. They're not going to be playing a full strength side. No, even Melbourne was depleted the other night, and the Panthers are going to be depleted as well. I mean, they're doing great for being up there. 100% they are, and they deserve to have their spot on top of the ladder. But until they play a top Penrith side with all their stars or Roosters, I'm yet to be decided whether they can take the comp. But they'll be up there.
well, this is it. I was saying to my dad on the weekend, because as we said from last week, Shark Reporter, I said they've had an easy draw, a couple of tough games coming up, and then an easy draw to finish the year. So, yeah, by all rights, they should finish top 2 with a home final. But then I told him that that's when they play the top teams in the final. So they can't be these, flat track bullies, finish top by beating all the lower sides they play twice. Eventually, look, if they do well at the end of the year, good on them. But I've just got a feeling they might be found out when push comes to shove.
Yep.
Yeah, true. That's what I mean. Like, they beat Melbourne down there. Good on them because they're hard to beat down there. But they're missing Hughes, and so
They did it without Nico as well.
yeah. But that's right too. They didn't have Nico, so I mean they deserve their spot, and time will tell if they are premiership contenders or they're just going to be around the 4. But credit where credit's due, and they deserve to be there.
Oh, you can only play who's in front of you, and you can only beat who's in front of you. So,
100%.
The win over Melbourne was who goes against Melbourne at home? Against most teams. You take Melbourne. I think we all took Melbourne last week on the show. So, but they won, and good on them. And then we'll just see how the next few weeks go.
Most certainly, mate. So, all you Sharks supporters out there, up Cronulla.
One of the funniest things I found out from that game, I've got a very good mate that lives down in Melbourne, avid Melbourne fan, and where he sits is right next to where the tunnel is. They got remember the old curtains and all that over the tunnels back in the day? Melbourne's got one of them. They had that open there just to protect the referee from getting pelted with beer bottles when he was exiting the field.
Yeah, after the send-off.
Yeah,
true. The 10 in the bin. Mate, hopefully that answered your question for you, and I can't really put you in the draw. Send you a panel member for the $150 cash or the Say Zinc tattoo voucher.
I'll just go under a different name. That's okay. I'll think of a different name. That's
Jim
all right.
Schultz.
No, it's all good. Just hope the show's going all right tonight, and good on you.
Too easy, champion. We'll see you back here in a couple of weeks, eh?
No worries. Catch you later.
Awesome. Thanks, champion.
Bye-bye.
Thanks, Roberto.
Cheers. Bye.
All right, guys, and that's Talking Smit for this week. But who are we going to give it to? I think was it Damon, the Tyson Gamble?
Yeah.
Well, he mentioned Tyson Gamble, so...
Yeah, I reckon.
Yeah.
All right, and he's our winner.
Music to your ears.
He's our winner for this week for Tyson. For the caller of the week was Damon.
The way to Dean's heart is either food, Tyson Gamble, or Leo Thompson.
Yeah,
Or chicken giblets.
Well, apparently. Or Little Dragon.
Or that too.
But, yeah, I wish we recorded that time when I stitched Chris up about being Leo Thompson. Anyway, guys, we're going to take a short break and we'll be back shortly. All right, guys, welcome back, and it's time for that was some pretty good talking Schmidt, eh?
Oh, that was funny, yes.
Yeah. So yeah, moving on. It's time for the Teamless Tuesday, and picking it for the rounds this week.
All right, on Friday night. There's no Thursday.
Yes, there is. It's Women's State of Origin.
Women's State of Origin.
Okay.
New South Wales.
It's not on my
Queensland. Yeah, sorry about that.
New South Wales.
Who's going?
It's a hard one to take. Hard one to pick, really, because I haven't played any football.
I don't even know who's in the side.
Anyone with Tameka up in the Queensland, I'm going Queensland.
I'm going Queensland too, because
I've got to stay loyal to New South.
No, I'm going to take Queensland because they New South Wales done the dirty on Jessie Southwell.
Yep.
Didn't she get in?
No, she didn't.
Like Pugsley said, anyone that's got Tameka up, and that's his top.
But saying that,
hope it's a good game anyway.
The girls, New South Wales does have Caitlin Johnson, Olivia Higgins, and Yasmin Clyde start off in the Knights. But the Knights are also parading Caitlin Johnson around. So I'm sorry, but she's not yours to do anymore.
Now, isn't there 3 games this year, isn't there? And the third one's in Newcastle, is that correct?
No, I think game 2's in Newcastle.
Yeah.
So, and you know what? We've got a couple of New South Wales training jerseys to give away, I believe. Thanks to the Vassallo family. Kindly donated a couple of training jerseys. So we're going to give one away for the women's, and we'll give one away for the men's. What do you reckon? Player of the series competition. Whoever gets player of the series, pick player of the series. If you get it, you win. If there's multiple, we'll put everyone in a draw to take that out
on the wheel.
What do you reckon?
Good idea.
Sounds good.
Yeah, player of the series for women's and men's side. So I'll put a post up in the next couple of days, and obviously got to put it under that post to go in, and you've got to follow us on Facebook, and we're also on TikTok. Yeah, on TikTok now, so we're getting out there and round about. So anyway, moving on, guys.
Where am I going? You want me to move on?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Little Dragon's room.
We've got 3 Queenslanders and 1 New South Wales for the Thursday night. Friday night, 6 p.m, Raiders and Bulldogs.
Ooh, this is going to be a cracker of a game, and I'm going to take the Dogs, actually. I'm impressed with the Dogs. Other thing is, I just don't like how long he takes. Kurtman started last week, but he pulled him off pretty early and left him off for a while. Yeah, I just think Kurtman's more damaging than that.
Well, the Raiders have won their past 8 games against the Bulldogs as well, and Canterbury have also lost 4 of their Magic Round games, so does that change?
But then it's not the same Bulldogs team.
No, it's not.
From the years gone by. I said at the start of the year on the first show when I came up that Bulldogs was going to be one of those easy beat teams. They have proven me wrong by far this season.
You have a look on paper, they've got a cracking side on paper. So
Raiders coming fresh off the bye too.
Yeah, but you got to remember too, they're missing that one key ingredient that a lot of teams are not. Halves.
Yeah, Jamal Fogarty's big.
So Dogs for me.
Yep. I went Canberra, but I reckon it's going to be a close one.
I'm going to have to go to Doggies.
Doggies, bro.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, it'll be a good game. I tell you what, I'm very impressed with Villiama at kicker. He's come back to career best form, and how good would he be in red and blue?
I watched the game on the weekend, and he's playing just as good as he was when he was at Penrith, and
big fan.
He's been injured a bit.
Yeah, but also there's quite a few Penrith contingent around him now. Has that got something to do with it?
His game's sort of got a bit more upbeat since Critter's
turned up. Critter will do anything. The inclusion of Critter to any team will just take you from cellar dwellers to premiership.
And he's such a humble bloke, young Stephen Crichton.
Oh, 100%. Seriously, if anyone out there has got any contacts with Critter. I'd love to get him on the show and just pick his brain on some stuff. Like he'd be him and Brian Tootle. I know that not just saying it because they're Kylie's team, but I follow that a lot now because of Kylie, and I just think they would be two of the most humblest people to have on. Him and Leo Thompson, bro.
You keep going. How many more?
Oh.
What about?
Well, we do have one that's coming on. As soon as I just get everything sorted out. Mitch Barnett. Keen to come on.
Good.
Barney, legend.
Been playing good footy over there.
He's in contention for New South Wales too. So
yeah, I'd be having Barney
from across the ditch.
From across the ditch, yeah.
Across the ditch.
That's a goodie.
So I'd be having Barney in my Origin.
If he gets it, is he the first Warrior to ever get a State of Origin jersey while playing for the team?
No, I think there's been maybe
Tavita Harris. Did he get it? No. Bruce Walsh. Did he get it when he was playing?
No, I think he got it when he was at Brisbane.
Look, I think. Look, this year, I think Luke Capel will probably get in the Queensland side from the Warriors as well. But I don't.
If it's picked on form, Barney's your number 15 or 17 on the bench.
I'll give you one that's played the Warriors, that's played for Queensland. Jacob Lillyman. I reckon he was.
Yes, legend of a guy too. Yeah.
Yeah, I knew the list was pretty small.
Played with the Knights for a while too.
Yes.
Legend of a guy. Yeah, really nice guy. Moving on, guys. Bin Chickens.
The Bin Chickens Friday on 8 o'clock against the Bronx.
I can't go past the Ponies, really.
Ponies.
Broncos.
It's Friday night. Surprise.
It's an away game for Brisbane, but it's still up there at Suncorp.
So how's that? But it's an away game, but at Suncorp, so they'll have to be in the away dressing rooms.
Yes.
I don't worry them.
Yeah, but a bit weird in your own stadium.
So it'd be the same if it was Brisbane and the Dolphins and Brisbane's away. So,
yes.
On Saturday, is that the Saturday game?
Ponies, yeah.
Mine's on a short page, so I can. Anyway, the Titans and the Knights.
Yeah, Saturday, 3 o'clock.
3 o'clock.
That's going to be tough. Like the Titans have been playing really good footy.
Yeah, but the
Titans, the Warriors over there.
The Titans are riddled with injuries. Like we got Chris Randall playing at 5'8". Chris Randall's a great player, but he's not a 5'8".
We've also got Sam Verrills playing at 7, and he's not a 7.
So I think the Knights will take this pretty convincingly.
I've got the Knights.
Yeah.
It's definitely my team, the Knights, but I'm afraid that by the way Gold Coast been playing lately, I'm kind of a little bit sceptical of them at the moment.
Okay, I'm going to throw this out to you. Like, I like Dylan Lucas, 100% great player. But why is Kai Pearce-Paul back to the bench?
It's a very, very good question.
I don't get it. Kai Pearce-Paul's been probably one of our best players all year.
Maybe to keep him fresh for the middle part of the game.
I think, you got Phoenix Crosland on the bench, Brody Jones on the bench, Jack Overington. I would have Dylan Lucas on the bench instead of Kai Pearce-Paul because you got like 2 smaller players and 2 bigger players on the bench. And I just think Kai Pearce-Paul, his damaging run off the halves, could start being like a Lockie Fitz used to be.
It's a pretty good side anyway, considering.
Yep. It is.
They're almost like, except for Ponga and it's
almost he could play 80
almost full strength.
That's right. But see, I don't want to go into the thing where we lose Kai Pearce-Paul on that because he's not getting game time order, and another club comes stiff and says, "You'll start with us."
Yeah.
If we do seriously and lose him, like we did, like we did Dom Young, I'm going to ream someone's bloody neck at the Knights. Because seriously, this bloke is a gun, and so is Will Price. And if we don't lock them up, So we'll go through the Knights list while we're here quickly. Number 1, David Armstrong. 2, Anali Tawala. In the centres, we have Dane Gagai, and probably the form centre of the competition, along with Crichton, Bradman Best. On the wing, one of my favourites, Greg Marju, Jack Cogger in for Tyson Gamble, and Jackson Hastings at the halves. Jacob Saifidi comes in for Daniel, who is suspended for 1 match. And his front row partner is the beast himself, Leo Thompson. Hooker Jaden Brayley. In the second row, we have Tyson Frizzell, Dylan Lucas, and Adam Elliott at lock. Interchange is number 14, Phoenix Crosland, Kai Pearce, Paul, Brody, Motor, Jones, and Jack Havrington. Yeah.
Good side. Good side.
Titan?
Do you want me to run through this?
Sure.
Yeah, number 1 is Keanu Kinney, and the wingers are Alafiana Khan-Piera and Jojo Fafita. The centre pairing of Brian Kelly and Aaron Shoup. The halves are Chris Randall and Zam Verrills. In the forward pack, we got Moeka Fodawaka, Aaron Clark, Jermaine Jolliffe. Why are you laughing? And David Fafita, Bo Famore, and Cleese Haas. Firma. And on the interchange, we got Keenan Palacia, Isaac Liu, Josiah Palu, and Joe Stimson.
Former Newcastle player, Bo Farmer. Yeah, sorry, I can't say anything about the Knights walking away with this one. Knights?
Yeah, definitely
Knights. Yeah, the Knights. Moving on to the next one.
Saturday night, 5:30, Sharks and the Roosters. I can go on the Roosters.
Yeah,
I'm going to go the Sharks.
No,
I reckon the Roosters have met their match, Cronulla all the way.
You reckon?
Yeah. I don't reckon Roosters can match it up with the form that Cronulla's in.
I know the Roosters are in good form in terms of like how many points they've scored, but they haven't come up against a pretty decent outfit yet.
Yeah.
So I think Sharks will be a good.
This is going to be a
two winners and two losers.
Well, every one of us is winning, one of us losing. Yeah. All right. Yeah, I'll take the Roosters. Moving on. This one's going to be a toss of the coin.
I think I'm going to sleep early in this one. Saturday night, 7:45, Rabbits and the Cowboys. I'm going the Cowboys.
I take the Cowboys only because of the flip of the coin.
Yep.
That's the end of that one. On Sunday, 1:50, we got the Warriors and the Panthers.
I'm going to take the Panthers.
Same.
I want to be in the good books. Panthers are a class team. And I mean, the Warriors will come
Sean
good.
Johnson's out, isn't he?
Yeah.
Is
he out, is he?
I'm pretty sure I heard he
Done
was.
his knee or ankle or something.
Oh, something to do with the chicken wing, wasn't it? Chicken wing.
Where's Kylie?
It's probably up there singing
So
the
I was
song.
going to go the Warriors because of obviously no Cleary for a while. And obviously they haven't got and Brad Schneider's, their backup's been injured as well. So they're in a little bit of strife with depth.
Yeah, they are.
I think they said on Fox Sports over the weekend, the Warriors have lost their last 4 or 5 games now. So I think
they're due for a win.
I think Penrith is too good of a team against the Warriors.
Yeah, Jack Cole comes in at 5'8", with Jerome Luai pushing to the halves. It'd be interesting. But they do have Dane Laurie on the bench as well, which can come on and cover.
Yeah.
Toria Martin is the new halfback. With this one, it's going to be a bit of a surprise package, I feel. Charles Nickel Kostat, 5'8".
Okay.
So this could turn around, but I'm just not a fan of this. Like, Aiden Fanua-Blake, yeah, you need him in the front row. Bunty Afoa, good player, but Mitch Barnett's pushed back the second row. I felt Mitch Barnett's been killing it in prop. I wouldn't have moved him, to be honest. But
he proved that at Newcastle he was good in the second row as well. So
yeah, but he's
still got
killing it even
up
more.
And go from.
Yeah, I'll take the Panthers.
Panthers.
Go on the Warriors.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, bro.
Mate, I'm Panthers.
Long time for that to come out, didn't it?
He was on the fence.
For a long while.
George.
Thanks. Mildred.
Come on, girls.
Pleasure.
Settle down. Sunday, 4 o'clock. Storm and the Eels.
Sorry, Gary, but I'm going Melbourne.
Melbourne to win by 40.
Guess who I'm going?
Oh,
Melbourne.
Eels.
I'll go Melbourne.
It's only me heart.
Parramatta's got a better chance to win that game than what the Dragons who win in the bye.
well, the Dragons will be bringing the Magic there on the Magic round because they'll be getting the 2 points and they won't be bringing nothing.
It's the only 2 points they've earned all year.
That's right.
Yeah, moving on.
They're Sunday 6:30. The Tigers and the Dolphins. This should be a good one as well.
Dolphins.
Yeah,
I think the Tigers might put up a bit of a fight here, to be honest.
I got the Dolphins. But,
Yeah, I'll take the Dolphins, but I would not be surprised if an upset for the round is probably the Tigers. Mate, possibly could do it. Yeah, but I'll take
possible the round. The
possibly yeah.
game of the round.
Yeah. Oh, to be honest, I also wouldn't.
I reckon.
I reckon that could be too.
Roosters Cronulla game is probably the game of the round.
But I also think that the Warriors could put a fight towards Penrith, like early stages, and be a good game. And then Penrith run away. It could be because you got former player like coach and that Webster, and but I mean, yeah, things would have to change. But yeah, there's some good games. It's going to be good at Magic Round. Magic Round's a whole different thing. Things change, and
hopefully the refs don't screw it up. Stupid decisions, and
hopefully not. But anyway, that's this week's game. So we might take a short break and be back shortly. All right, guys, and yeah, that's pretty much the show for this week. But I've got a couple of things before we go, Corey.
Yeah, well, it's been a pretty big month in my household, Mother's Day, but tomorrow night is my beautiful wife's 43rd birthday, so I know she's at home watching, so got to give her a shout out. So I love you, darling, and I'll get you something nice.
A nighttime shirt?
I've got her one of them. I bought her a hoodie, but I'm actually taking her out to a musical in the city, so taking her to go see Grease.
Not George and Mildred.
No, I'm not inviting you, okay?
Oh, damn.
That's not right, is it?
No. Taking her out to see the Grease. Her name's Karen.
Karen, all the best.
Happy birthday, Karen.
You have a good night.
Yeah.
And
leave him at home. Take Corey.
That's why she's got me.
What did you say to see? Say to see Grease?
Yeah.
Say. That'd be all right.
I'm looking forward to it.
Grease lightning does it down the quarter mile.
Yeah, get on it.
Yeah.
Anyway, also we have a couple of winners from last week's photo competition to go through for the NRL fridges. Thanks to Shadow de Fairhall. Kylie Jordan. There's your photo there. Jackson Milfy. And Mitch Evans are the three winners for this week. So
good on yous.
Yeah, we'll have another three this week, and yeah, everyone's in with a chance then. But
good to see a few people up from Magic Round this week to see what they can come up with as well. So if you're up there, send them in.
Yeah, and yeah, we what are we going to do to give away that Tyson Gamble shirt? I'm going to have to think of something, but I want to give it away. You know what? I'm just going to give it away to a random member of the month. What's going to win that this time?
You're going to take it off your pillow and get Kylie to wash it before you give it away?
I've got my own and me Leo Thompson bro shirts.
Yeah?
Yeah. I mean, Marju. Yeah.
You got the whole team, haven't you?
Have a look at Grease over there.
Well, I went like that, so I probably did.
Starting to look like Kaneki.
We got a night shirt.
Something about Mary.
It's
a nightcap to give him.
10:15 and it's time for bed. So
you got the hair gel in, haven't you?
Yeah, I have.
Something about Mary.
Yeah.
Anyway, guys, don't forget also there's about, don't quote me, give or take, there's probably about another 10 seats left on the bus. So the annual
they're filling up.
Crazy Lady bus trip to Penrith.
Oh, that's going to be a cracker.
It is too. And we're all going to be sitting together at the ground this time.
Well,
so,
next team.
Yeah, I'm not that bad, Gary.
Okay.
Remember, I live 20 minutes away from the ground. I can get there early, save up some space.
Will you come up here to get on the bus to go down there, or are you just going to meet us there?
I've actually thought about that, but I've still got to come back up here and drive back home. So I'll meet you out there.
You just take a day off work the next day and stay at Chris's. Anyway, but we're going to have like 30 or so shirts to give away that day too for the Penrith fans there. Nighttime podcast with the Penrith stuff on it.
Okay.
Some stuff on the bus, and we're just going to have a cracker every day, to be honest. We're going to take the cameras. We're going to be doing a few interviews, a little food critique too.
How about a couple of charges before we head over at the Leaks Club?
I don't know if we get time because the gate's open at 11.
Yeah.
So,
well, you'll have to tell the bus driver to speed.
but we will be going to Krispy Kreme donuts after it as well. But yeah, the bus trip, we'll get there. We'll get there when the gates open, have a full day. Food critique, cameras, interviews, a lot. We're going to do everything. We're going to make an awesome day. If you're on the bus, you'll be part of the show for the next week as well. We're going to do a special. And
It's always good atmosphere.
Yeah, some giveaways, and even me or Kyla will be coming home upset. But it makes a good day. So all Penrith fans are invited. It's not just Knights. Any fans, we make
Rugby league fans in general.
we just make a good day of it, to be honest. And
We'll even let an AFL person on if they want to come.
we'll let anyone on. We let Chris on.
Okay. With the T-shirts, what are they like? Just anyone coming up to you and talking?
Oh, we're going to figure out how to give them away. But yeah, you probably have to get yourself on camera as well. But
look out for the guys.
But say that too, if we see you walking around the ground with one of our shirts on, if we give it away, you might win another prize as well. So,
and if you haven't got a shirt, you might get one.
Yeah, that's it. Plenty there. I got plenty. You got plenty.
Yeah.
Anyway, so that's moving on. I don't think there's anything else to say this week, except for a big shout out to my lovely wife.
Doing what she does behind the cameras.
Been married 10 years last week, so
congratulations.
Poor woman.
Yeah, no, she's very lucky, isn't she?
It's halfway through a murder sentence.
Freaking hell, your wife should have took the murder charge. Same with your husband. Anyway, big shout out to Corey for coming up.
No worries, anytime.
Cam behind the camera tonight with his mate Christopher. And Corey, welcome back, Jack.
Thank you, mate.
Welcome back.
And it's the silver.
Can't get rid of me.
Nah, we wouldn't. We don't want to either, mate.
You're the glue that keeps us all together.
I'll tell you another thing too. We did have a fundraiser set for Parramatta Knights game. We've had to postpone it and push it back to Broncos Newcastle, only because we're running out of time. And
still, it's going to be a good.
It's still going to be good. We're just finalising a few things, and we're just running out of time. But it's going to be a fundraiser where we're going to have it at Firstly Messiah after the game, and every cent raised is going to go back to some junior clubs. So we're going to have auctions. We're going to do a little live presentation. We're working on a couple of special guests as well that night. But every cent raised will go back to some junior clubs. So I'll put it up there soon that we're gonna. If you got a junior club that's in need of a few things, or you might say, "Hey, I'm from the Windale Wombats, and we need some
headgear."
Even if you're part of the junior clubs, just come down and say g'day.
100%. But the thing
about them.
The thing is, they might say we need some goalpost pads or whatever. And we can look into that, and you won't get cash, obviously. But we're gonna. And say we get $5,000, we might pick 5 clubs, and each one of them 5 clubs will get $1,000 each or whatever, and on merchandise, and we'll distribute the merchandise, and we might even do take the cameras and present it, and take the crew there one night and present it to them.
Speaking of local footy, how are the Aberglass and Ants going?
That was all called off last week.
Called off.
Yeah. So get out there and support the Ants too, and any other club. But most importantly, support the Knights. But don't forget to send your photos in from this week. But all right, guys. Big shout out to Adam over there as well in WA, and all the callers that come on this week, and those two from Toorak. But
shady bunch, them too.
Yeah, very much.
And keep an eye out too. We've got another thing in the making too, which is going to be on the weekends, which I'm not much a part of, but the rest of you guys are going to get involved with.
We've been working out the finer details. We're just working out how to set it all up. But keep posted.
Bit of a nighttime live on the weekend kind of thing for footy gurus to get involved with, which be more you guys, and I'll take a backward step on this one. But anyway. Until next week, guys.
It's all about the league.
It smells like cock.
Simon, call me. What did I do when I got to the ball? I gagged.
All right, guys and girls.
Is there a knob down there?
You like DILFs, don't you?
Grrr.